Let's see if this works. Okay, okay, it says, welcome to blah, blah, blah. Fresh chat, top chat. I'm trying to see if they're giving me a sign into chat. Hold on. Open web browser. I'm trying to see where they're letting me sign in. I'm here as misplacedmoo.
I don't know.
This is really, really weird. Learn more. Huh. I am confused as I'll get out. Let me see if I could find where I'm streaming.
Did you hook up to Twitch yet?
Yes, I did.
You sure it's not playing there?
I don't think so because I signed into. I can check. Hold on. Active community guideline. Content. Live. Live now. Let's play Dream Decorator. Huh. Public. Yeah, the one that's like, I'm not connecting to the one that's.
Oh yeah, the one that's up is, you're right, the live, but where is it streaming to?
Yeah, that's what I'm confused about. I don't know where it's streaming to. It says it's public, but I don't see it. Wait, I found it. Weird.
Where is it?
It just popped up on my subscriptions or something. Hold on. Sorry for anybody who might possibly be watching this. We're just trying to figure life out. Trying to understand why this isn't working. I can send you a link to the stream, but maybe you could figure out where the hell it's going. I'm super duper confused. I'm going to send you a link to the stream.
Okay.
Maybe you can do some further exploration and let me know what's going on. Share the link in the stream that we have going on, because I am thoroughly confused. I have 2 streams and I'm not sure why they're not connected. They're supposed to be. That is just I don't even know if anybody's in this stream.
Maybe you should have everybody auto start on that one. Oh, I see, Jen, it is live now. You're right, it's on your channel at the moment.
Yeah, it's confusing.
The other one, just end the other stream.
That's what I'm gonna do. It's very, very confusing. Okay, let's
Just end the other stream and then we'll just see what this one, because obviously it's the one showing up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's do that. Let's do it. That's just so weird. Confusing. Copy.
I mean, it's definitely not under videos still, but under home, you can see it under live.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah.
Let me take it off my phone because it's echoing. Wow, for anybody who's watching this, sorry. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to delete that other one. Hopefully that everybody will be able to follow along. Okay, and just let me put my thumbnail up just so people can see the thumbnail.
At least that came up in notifications, so.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you how you sound on the thing. Let me try and put my other headset on.
Hopefully I sound all right as I cough in your ear. Sorry, guys. We're going to get going momentarily. I'm just taking care of some housekeeping business. Where is
I think my
the...
brother set back on because I couldn't hear you for a few seconds.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, so the audio seems fine. It seems like they can hear everything or whatever. So let's see if we get anybody on here.
Let's see. Yes, restrict my viewers. Okay. Just trying to match all the... Of course, my create thumbnail.
We got two thumbs up. That means somebody's watching.
Wow, thank you guys so much for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. That means a lot considering this is like a dumpster fire right now. But we are going to get there, guys, and you're going to have an amazing time with me trying to, like, figure life out. We're going to get to simming extremely soon. Let me delete this other one. We should then be good to go and have everything good. Should be good. Let's play Dream Decorator live. Okay, so let me log out of here. Welcome everybody to the stream. Anybody who might be popping on. So let me tell you, Esquire, my plan. So this new game pack that came out for The Sims is called Dream Home Decorator. And the premise of this pack is that you can be an interior designer and people can hire you to, like, make their houses, whatever, you know, decorate their houses, design their houses. But we're not going to be playing with gameplay today. What we're doing is we're going to be doing just playing around with the build and buy, because the build and buy in this pack is shamazing. So this is the apartment that we're starting with. I decided to do an apartment because I thought it would be better suited to test out build and buy.
Okay, so wait. We're doing a build and buy. I'm not a linguist of a Sims.
Basically, we're playing with all the new furniture.
Okay, so you're not building anything from scratch. You're just doing
we're just playing with the furniture.
With the
So let me give you a tour of the apartment. I came in here and I removed all the furniture, like as if you were just renting this apartment for realsies. So we just have the kitchen and bathroom. And this is a 1, 2, 3 bedroom apartment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this the master, I guess.
Bedroom?
Yeah.
That's a bedroom?
This is a bedroom right here.
These look so tiny.
I know. Well, you build huge houses. Or maybe I'll make this the master, actually. I'll make this the master. This will be an office. This is going to be the dining room, living room. And this is going to be like the kids' room. So let's get
and that
started.
other thing is the hallway, right?
Yeah.
Out there.
Yeah, this is the hallway, like the entryway to the building. So that's, now that we've gotten our floor plan down, I'm going to start in the kitchen. The first thing that I want to do is break open these walls because I feel like this is just very claustrophobic. I think it's like, it's not doing anything for me. We're going to eventually go through and let's just break open these walls. I'll leave that one there. I'm going to get rid of that one because, see, doesn't that look nicer, more bright, more happy? I'm going to get rid of this and
I would
this.
say that if I wasn't on a delay with the video.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You're in a delay. I forgot.
I'm in a delay. I'm seeing what you're doing, but I can't... Like, at this point, I'm watching you knock the walls down.
Well, let me be...
And the walls have been knocked.
Let me be your eyes. The blind leading the blind. Let me be your eyes and ears. So we're definitely going to change this flooring for sure because I'm not really feeling the floor in here. You
must be rich as AF because you're able to go into an apartment and then take down walls and remove all the stuff and then put new stuff in. You are one rich witch.
Well,
I'm sorry, bitch. I forgot we don't have to worry about
this. That's true, guys. We're definitely cursing and using adult language. This is for adults only.
Adult language. I guess as white bread as the kitchen courses are. I mean, we're not that raunchy.
Yeah, we're just gonna be adults. So,
Well, once you get your what do you call those add-on
oh my
mods?
God, my mods. Though,
I'm used to
yeah,
calling them add-ons because of wow. Mods.
it's true. They're mods. Okay, so Dream Home Decorator. Okay, so we have two different kitchens that we can use. We have these cabinets here, and we have these cabinets here. And I'm trying to decide which cabinets that I want to use. So let me get some light on the subject because this kitchen is dark as Dracula's coffin. Let's go.
I don't think anybody likes me because they come onto the stream and then they leave.
And you think that's because of you?
I don't know.
I don't think that's because of you. I think it's because of me.
Oh, that's it. You get to be the victim? You get to be the one? I don't think so.
Yeah, I do get to be the victim because I'm the one.
I'm the victim.
They don't like my decorating.
Oh, me. Oh, me. What?
All right. Let me get in some inspiration here.
You barely started decorating. How could they not like it?
Yeah, maybe they think that I'm not doing it fast enough. Maybe they're just like, this is taking too long. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, so this is the new wallpaper that we get. So let's look for some we need some inspiration. So
because they age restricted it, you're not getting as many people.
that could be what it is. I really like this one. We're just going to get the adults. There are plenty of adult simmers who will love to connect with me.
Don't they usually like the crazy stuff? I mean, you're just decorating. Why is this age for because you're just decorating?
I guess you're
Why
right.
Is it age?
I guess it doesn't need to be. Yeah, I guess you can go in and make fix the settings, or I can go in and fix the settings.
I mean, whichever way. I mean,
I'll go in and fix the settings. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let's go. Just so you know, we're just going to go in and fix them settings. So, I have to say, this is a pack that I'm extremely excited about. I have not been this genuinely excited about a Sims pack since I don't even know when. It's been a hot minute. I'm trying to remember the last time I was excited about a pack. Maybe, you know what? Snowy Escape. That was the last pack I was excited about.
and what was that? I'm sorry.
Snowy
That sounds like a Winter Wonderland, kind of like a Sea Lodge type deal.
You're right. It is a Winter Wonderland type of deal.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not that brilliant. I mean, it was kind of in the thing.
The friggity frack. I'm encountering issues on YouTube.
You're still cursing? Friggity frack.
I'm sorry, it's such a habit. What the fuck?
Poor kids! Friggity frack! I don't think I can handle it.
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
So, what was your favorite Sims were the Sims 2?
Yes. I'm a Sims tour. I like it the most.
Yeah. I have to say. Okay. Sims Tour, and I just changed the age restriction, so let's see what happens. Maybe with now the people will flood in. Now we're gonna get overwhelmed with so many.
Oh my gosh, you see so many people, like so many people. Freaking amazing! It's gonna be oh my god, overnight, Jen. This is gonna be amazing. Or you'll be crying tomorrow. Either way, I mean.
Well, yeah.
Do it this way.
There's gonna be scads of subscribers coming in. Scads.
Oh yeah, yes, Gad.
Oh, I just heard somebody come in or do something. Maybe they subscribed.
Maybe.
Do I like this one better or do I like this one better? I feel like this one goes better with the I wish you could see it in real time. That just stinks.
Yeah, I wish I could see it in real time too.
Man, because I really I like the idea of having.
Yeah, that's the problem. There's a delay, so getting people's opinions is a little rough because.
I know, that's the sucky part.
Yeah.
I think this is kind
There's
of
too much of a delay for you to be asking people things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we can't. By the time we answer, you're going to be moved on to a new subject.
You will. I know, it's true. Yeah, so Snowy Escape was basically a game pack where, I'm sorry, it was an expansion pack where you could move to a world called, I don't remember what the world was called, Mount Komorebi or something like that. It was Mount Komorebi, I think it was. You know what? Damn it. I didn't want to use these cabinets because Deligracy used them in a build today. But damn it, we're going to have to use them because they're the best ones for this motif. Anyway, so basically you can move to Mount Komorebi. It's like a Japanese kind of place, Japanese influence. And you can live either in the mountains or you could live in the town. And they have like snow festivals and hiking, and you can go skiing. And you could do stuff like that.
Okay.
Let me know when you can see those cabinets, because I'm really curious which cabinets you.
Yeah, what am I seeing? Like, I don't know what I'm seeing. Like,
I have.
What do you mean, what cabinet?
I have two kitchen cabinets.
There's 2 cabinets up right. Yeah, there's 2 up right now. One with 3 drawers on it, and one that you see going around in the colors.
Yeah, which one do you like better?
Well, you keep moving around the colors. I don't know. The first one, I think, the one with the drawers.
You like the one with the drawers better?
Yeah. But I think they could be accented with some regular, you know what I mean? They doesn't seem like, I don't know if a whole kitchen with those kind would look great.
Yeah, I agree.
I think maybe just, like accent the drawer ones with.
Yeah, I have to see what we can do. But, yeah, so you can.
I failed my steps. I'm going to be fat forever.
Oh my God. I don't even want to look at my steps because I just can't handle it.
I'm too busy.
What?
I've been too busy.
I know. You have been busy.
We're both busy. That's the problem. I love it because today I was like, what's your goals? You're like, my goals are this. And I'm like, what? My goals are this. And I'm like, oh, crap.
Yeah, we both had.
Those goals are over.
We both had goals, and our goals did not sustain us, unfortunately.
No.
We didn't get to live within our goals, and that's sad. But yeah, my goal was 6,000 steps. I don't even want to think about how many steps I took today, but I'm sure as hell it was less than 6,000. I guarantee that it was less than 6,000.
I'm lucky. I'm going to get maybe to 3,000 steps, maybe today. And my goal was 6. So
yeah, it's pretty horrifically bad when you think about it. When you think about it.
Also, we are way past the what's New Year's resolution when you think about it.
Oh my God.
You and I decide we're going to get all crazy in June. 6 months into the year, we're like, that's right. I'm feeling it. I'm going to do it. That's my New Year's resolution 6 months after New Year's. That's right. Okay, failing already. That's right. All right. Well, 6 months late, failing.
That's the way it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
I swear to God, it is.
Am I crazy? Yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles for us.
I had peanut butter for my damn snack, so that's not really great because peanut butter has lots of calories.
Peanut butter.
I didn't even take a small scoop of it. I took a big old scoop of that peanut butter.
A big old scoop of that peanut butter.
I was like, how much scoop? I just want to do it 1 scoop. I'm going to keep myself regulated to 1 scoop, but it's going to be huge. Meow.
LOL. I could go for a scoop of peanut butter.
That's how you do portion control. You got a teaspoon, but you pile it up with peanut butter. With as much peanut butter as you can get on that sucker without it falling off, which a little bit did fall off, but that's okay. Just a little loss is not a big deal.
LOL.
Actually, that doesn't look so bad, but to me it looks more like a bathroom than a kitchen.
Really? Is it the wallpaper?
I think it's too many drawers. I'm talking about the counters.
Oh, the counters.
At this point, I don't know where you're at in the design work.
I don't know. I don't know where I'm at either. I'm trying to figure life out. I'm trying to, it's so funny. Decorating sim houses literally takes me hours and hours. Ooh, what are these drawers from? Oh, these are from their country kitchen set. That country kitchen set. These are
But
the.
isn't that normal for anybody who's decorating? I don't think it's a quickie. Well, for me, it's a quickie. I'm so bad. The girls are like, Mark. They can click on it. They get there. Good enough. So yeah, that's a little different. I guess I'm not. Yeah, I guess I'm thinking somebody cares.
Oh my god.
I just, if it could fit in and it looks okay, good enough. I'm not really there to. I just want my Sims to live. Use the bathroom, cook, clean, whatever. Make it easy. But
yeah. Let me see.
Not really. I try to stick to one collection. Like I'll find the collection and try and stick to that collection so it works.
I do that too. I have to say, I do tend to do that. I'll try to find like one collection and keep it together, kind of. That is definitely something that I do.
I definitely love pre-made. Like when I get a house for my sim and it already has everything in there, and like, this don't look so bad. Enjoy your home. It's pre-decorated. I love it.
Enjoy your home.
I love watching The Sims more than I like doing all this decorating. Why do you think I always like, can build me some houses, please? Because I'm not for it.
I know,
Thank
it's
you.
true.
I just play my game. I just want to see my Sims run around and fornicate and do whatever they do. And I don't care about
fornicate. This is a big
other intrigues. I'm not really into what their kitchen looks like.
This is a big step for us in The Sims. This is the first time that we're getting separate ovens and stoves.
What is that black and white one? Is that just an old-fashioned? Oh, I guess we're out of it. I thought it was a refrigerator.
Oh yeah, they have.
It was like a.
Yeah, they have some old-fashioned. Well, you can't see this now, but this is a big deal in the Sims community. We've been wanting this forever and ever. This pack has like answered a lot of people's dreams, especially people.
That was very vintage. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people who build and buy have been wanting these certain things for like for a dog's age, we'll say. And basically what they've been wanting is these stoves and ovens on separate slots, and they gave it to us. They gave us a stove that can be on its own, an oven that can be on its own, and they gave us another oven. So we have two different types of ovens, and then we can have a stove on its own, which is pretty.
Well, they are not keeping people. People come in and people go out. They are just not into us.
They're not into us. They don't like us. That's all right.
That's okay, because you're too into your Sims anyway.
Yeah, what was I gonna say to you? I never played.
You're talking about how they separated the stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so they finally gave us that, which is a pretty dope situation. I was trying to see if I could get these stoves to be on top of each other to make like a double wall oven kind of situation. But that is not happening. It's not happening. I don't like these cabinets. I'm gonna have to switch the color.
Do you think you have to put a cabinet up to do a double oven? Because I know that's how realistic ones work.
I was thinking that too. But they won't let me do it. There's some restrictions, unfortunately.
Oh.
So they won't let me do it. I'm going to do these.
I wonder if someone's going to come to the mod.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm almost positive. There's a mod for almost everything that you can find a problem with or an issue with. There's a mod for everything, for sure. Absolutely. But yeah, I never played The Sims 2. Really, I was more of just a builder in The Sims 2. And I remember I used to download houses from the Sims resource, and I would always be like, oh my god, how did they do this? How did they do that? And because they would do all these things like sticking furniture together. And at the time, I didn't know how to do that stuff. And now I learned. But it was definitely intense when I did that. I used to build so many houses. I love The Sims 2. I love the hotel, the way that you could build hotels and stuff. To me, that was like such a fun aspect. And I used to remember building so many different hotels, ski lodges, bed and breakfasts. But Sims 2 gameplay was definitely fun. I really enjoyed Sims 3 gameplay a lot. I thought
I never got a chance to really absorb it because there's so many glitches. That
Oh
every
my
time I
God.
tried to do Legacy Family, there would be a glitch, and I just got frustrated, so
You're
I left.
so effing right. That is the truth. There was a ton of glitches with The Sims 3. It was intense. There was just so many glitches. That was the downside. And I would be playing Sims 3 now if it worked properly. But like you can only use a certain couple of packs at once, and that's no fun. I like all access. I like it to be all access.
What the hell?
I like unlimited. I don't want to just have to pick my things. But Sims 3, I
I
had
never liked rabbit holes.
yeah, rabbit holes were definitely a pain in the ass. I feel
I don't
bad.
like them.
You like the rabbit holes?
No, I don't like them.
Oh,
Like, I never liked them.
I was gonna say, I was like, that would be a weird thing because most people don't like them. I yeah, rabbit holes are definitely a pain in the ass for sure. But with Sims, do these cabinets not match? Am I insane? But I guess these are
I
the
don't know
ones.
where you changed everything, but I know the refrigerator don't look like it matches well. I don't like how that refrigerator looks.
Yeah.
The gray cabinets.
I am with you on that.
Also, the texture of it looks fake.
It does.
Like, I'm used to Sim stuff looking a little more real. That thing fake.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I don't think it looks very good either. I'm gonna have to move out this refrigerator and go for something new or different. What? How did that green thing get in there? But yeah, the Sims 3, I did enjoy playing with it when I played with it. I had some crazy storylines with The Sims 3, and I felt like there was more going on in The Sims 3. There was more action, there was more like random occurrences. I felt like the game.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, the game was like, when you came to your Sims, but then all of a sudden some random, like, when that guy's kid got taken away and stuff.
That's
like
what
that.
I was thinking of. That Sim who got his kid taken away. That was like a heart-wrenching. It was so crazy and it was so weird because the Sims were so autonomous back then and they really just did their own thing. The whole town was like breathing and living, and in a way it was cool because you never knew what was going to happen. People would randomly get married, be cheating on their wives, end up pregnant or whatever. And it was really cool and interesting. But then at the same time, if you had a certain family and you were trying to do a certain storyline, that could be challenging because you'd want something to happen a certain way and then it didn't happen the way you wanted it, and that would be more of a pain in the ass. So there was definitely some good and bad about it, but I definitely would say that maybe I'll do that refrigerator and see if that works better. But the random occurrences that would happen in that game, like when that guy, he had a one night stand, he was out at the club with this girl. They had a one night stand. She ended up getting pregnant. And then he couldn't access his baby because she lived in an apartment building. She was one of like the townies. And so he couldn't go visit the lot to like, cheat the baby like into her house. So it was just crazy. He couldn't see his kid until
He used to cry and stuff, wasn't he? Crying
yes,
about it?
that was the thing. It was so crazy. He would be crying all the time because he couldn't find his kid, and he would get all these little emojis like, I'm missing my family, missing my baby, I want to see my baby. And it was like so heart-wrenching because all he wanted to do was see his kid, and he couldn't because his kid was in this other situation. His kid was like unreachable. It was just so crazy, and he wasn't able to see his kid until his kid was school age, and once the kid was school age, then he was able to go and see the kid. It was just crazy sauce, the whole thing, the way that it happened. It was just insane. I'll never forget that storyline. And then I had another family. I think that they were, I'm trying to remember. One of them was a vampire and the other one wasn't. And I don't remember who was who. But I remember one of the husband or wife, one of them was a vampire, the other one wasn't. And I remember that they had like 6 or 8 kids, something like that. They had a bunch of kids. And I was at their house one time and there was like a birthday party or something. And all of a sudden
Oh, yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
they
Sorry, sorry.
all started dropping like flies. It was crazy. They were dying one after another and I didn't know what the hell was freaking happening with these people. But they were all dying one right after another and it was an insane situation because like I couldn't stop them and these were my Sims. I love these Sims. These were my Sims. Um and they were just dropping like flies. It was a crazy ass situation. And then I had this other woman who it's so funny. I remember her name. Her name was Kennedy. And in the game, she had been a kid who had trouble. Her parents like didn't agree. I'm trying to remember the situation with her parents, but she didn't have a good relationship with her mom. I remember that, and her dad wasn't in the picture. And so I remember she ended up marrying this guy for money, and he had a lot of money. They got married. I trying to remember what her career was. Whatever it was, she was super successful because I remember she like had like a lot of money and she was very successful. Well, she ended up marrying this guy for money, and they had a marriage and they had like 2 or 3 kids, and then she just all of a sudden just wanted to like cheat on him, and she ended up like she had the motivation or whatever you want to call it to cheat, and she wanted to cheat with different guys. So she started to have like an affair with this other person, and she started to end up having an affair, cheating on this guy. And there's a glitch at this game where every time I pick another cabinet, it reverts to another color, which is weird. I don't know why that's happening. But she basically started having an affair with this other guy. And then she had an affair with several different guys. And eventually her husband caught her. I forget. Oh, I remember. I brought her. She wanted to go on a date with this guy she was having an affair with, and I brought her to like the science center or whatever, and I was like, there's no way her husband's ever going to go to the science center because like he had no reason to go there. I forget what he did for a living. He was like a doctor or whatever. There was just no reason. And so she's at the science center and there's this fountain you could sit on and everything, and she's with her boyfriend and they're doing their do, and all of a sudden her husband pops up.
Wait, they doing their do right in front of everybody?
No, I'm sorry. They're not doing their do like that. Sorry. They're like, they're just talking, romancing, whatever they're doing. And so they're in the middle of this situation and they're doing whatever they're doing. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, her freaking husband shows up. And it was just so crazy. It was like he knew. Like he had an investigator, like a private investigator or something. He was following her. It's just crazy. The craziest stuff happened in The Sims. And I feel like in The Sims 4, that stuff does not happen.
Oh, the crazy stuff happened in Sims 3, you mean?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think all Sims has like craziness, but...
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, somebody came in and somebody came out again. So, pop in and pop out. Pop in, pop out.
I wonder what's turning...
much, people tease much.
I swear. What's turning you off? Leave a comment and tell me. Is it me? Where do I want to put this stove? Where do I want to put this sink? Yeah, there must be something that they're not liking, and I don't know what it is.
Maybe they're just not built people.
What'd you say?
A lot of people watch these things. Maybe they're not built people. I know a lot of people usually watch these things like to watch actual Sims.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're just not liking the build aspect.
Maybe nobody cares about it. Yeah, maybe nobody cares about the expansion. I don't think... do a lot of people who play The Sims watch The Sims, or is this more people who just like watching other people play? You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, I mean, a lot... Yeah, I mean, it's true. I think Let's Plays might be more popular, but I know that it's hard because Let's Plays are definitely more popular, I think, but at the same time, a lot of people do watch build videos as well, so I don't know. But maybe they're just not feeling it, and we'll see what happens.
Well, through the time of night, could be a lot of different things.
So, but I wanted to just get on here to spend some time just exploring this new pack with everybody because I thought it would be more fun. I had an idea, and it's not a.
Well, you're checking it with. Are you checking it out with me?
Yeah, I am checking
But
it
out of
out
your
with you.
7,000 subscribers, nobody's here.
You're the only loyal subscriber.
I'm it. That's because you made me come onto this stream.
I did. You know what? I'm angry. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put... This is weird. Does this kitchen look weird to you? I feel like the placement of stuff is a little off.
It's not a placement for me. It just looks kind of bathroomy with those cabinets.
Yeah.
It came together a little bit more, as you put it, but
yeah.
I would say it's definitely very plain. It's very, it's minimalist. It reminds me of very minimalist or military kind of.
It's definitely, for sure, it's minimalist. You're not wrong.
Yeah, it feels minimalist. It feels like it's not, not too crazy. There it is.
It's true. Is that from Dream Home Decorator? Oh no, that's from something else. That's from Eco Living. Kind of goes. I'm not mad at it. But yeah, so that was the situation with The Sims 3. It was really intense, crazy gameplay. So yeah, so anyway, her husband ended up catching her. He ended up catching her, and they had a big to-do. They had a big fight. He divorced her, and then she wanted him back. Once he divorced her, then she wanted him back. And so I tried to win him back, and that literally took forever to win him back. She eventually won him back, and they ended up, I think having another kid or something. And all the kids were traumatized from the divorce. All the kids were having hard times. Sims 3, it's like it wants to be something that it just isn't. It's just not what it wants to be. I think it's like they have good elements, but there's something about the game.
Sims 3?
Sims 4, I'm sorry. Sorry, Sims.
Oh, because when you're talking to present, I was like, oh, you talk about what?
Sorry, Sims 4. Yeah, Sims 4. It's like it wants to be something else, but it's just not what it's I don't know. They have good ideas, they have good situations, but it's just not coming together the way they want it to, is what I'll say. I think they're trying their best. And it's, they give us a lot of stuff in Sims. Like, I think they try to make us happy, but I just am not feeling, I don't know, there's something that's just not gelling, and I'm not sure what that is. I think that what they do is they get us hyped up about a situation, but then it doesn't, always meet expectations.
But they've been doing that since time began.
I mean, that's true.
When you think when that time began, I wouldn't say for the first one, but at least the second one, and then go into the third one. For the second to the third one, we were all hyped, thinking it was going to be like open roadways, and cars, and it was going to be all this stuff. And 3 was not like that. Yeah,
I have to say it's true.
It had some elements, like when they said how we were all going to be playing with each other in Sims. Like 3 was like, oh, you're going to play with your friends. And what they did, give us an arena where you could just
yeah, I agree.
Talk to your friends for a minute. I mean,
yeah, you're so right. They definitely hyped Showtime up to be way better than it actually was. Showtime was not anywhere near what I thought that it would be at all. It really paled in comparison to what I thought it was going to end up being. I definitely had a disappointment with Showtime because they really made it seem like you were going to be able to go and actually watch your friends in concert and blah, blah, blah. And you couldn't. It was nothing like that. And that really stunk.
I always get nervous. You see how they have these magnetic knives on the wall?
Yeah.
I always think in real life, would I want that like that? It seems like, I know it probably sticks perfectly fine, or they wouldn't have them like that. But God forbid, they're like in California or something, and an earthquake, and there goes your toes. I'm just saying.
It's true. You know what? You make a good point. That is true.
I definitely don't have any cats or dogs, especially cats. I say dogs, and it sounds funny to say dogs. But if you guys ever seen videos of dogs who figure out how to move something toward a cabinet or counter, you know what I mean? Dogs are tricky little things sometimes too.
They are.
They want to get up on a counter, they're going to get up on a counter. This is perfect if you're single, you got no kids and no pets. There you go.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Other than that, you're gambling out somebody's getting hurt. That does not seem right. But like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm just an over paranoid person.
No, you're right. I think it's a scary thing. I don't know if I would have the guts to have that kind of situation going on where, I mean, I've never had one of those knife things to know how strong the magnetic pull is. But I can imagine that it could easily be a problem if if there was sometimes this has happened to me more times than I can think of. Somebody will bang on a wall and then all of a sudden something will fall down. Like the time that my brother and I knocked my mother's painting down because we were roughhousing in the house.
Gotcha.
And we knocked the big huge painting off the wall. My father was like, "What the hell?" But
it's so weird actually how you're probably far from this, but I was just watching where you put the soap up, and it's kind of funny. You have to move the whole thing out and then put the soap kind of in a weird hovery zone and then put it back in to make it look like it's next to the sink.
Oh, I know. Yeah, because everything snaps to whatever. Like everything that you put on a counter, it snaps to whatever the surface. So in order to place it the way you want it to, you got to do the move objects, and then you got to do that whole hovery trick.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I found funny. That's just funny.
It's a
you
pain.
would think that's just the natural motion they would have built in, because doesn't know where people put their soap. I mean,
I would think so too.
Normally,
look at this box of cereal when you get to it. I don't know why, but this box of cereal always creeps me out. There's something about it, and I don't know what it is, but it creeps me out. You'll see it eventually in a couple of seconds, but there's something.
Yeah, I'm at the point where you just you try to put up a box of something.
Yeah. Oh, the cereal's coming soon. It's coming soon. And I don't know what it is, but that cereal for some reason creeps me out, and I don't know why. Maybe you could see how you feel about it.
Maybe because it looks a little bit like a puppet.
Yeah.
And the food is midair. It looks weird. It looks weird.
Something...
I know it's creepy, but it's definitely weird. It's not just something you put in a horror movie as a food product in the background.
Yeah, it's
creep people out.
Exactly. It's it's supposed to look nice, or it's supposed to look unassuming or whatever, but it's really a freaky situation. That's just the way that I see it. It's something is not.
Maybe because I'm trying to understand how the kid's eating it. It looks like the puffs were tossed in the air and he's catching them.
Yeah, catching them all in his mouth.
There's no spoon or anything. Just
exactly.
He's got this weird sharp puppet mouth.
But he's dead behind the eyes.
He's dead behind the eyes.
God, I have not been in The Sims in forever. I feel like so much of this stuff is I don't even know where it's from. It's been such a long time. Let me go into this deal. Okay, let's see. What can we use?
Someone's on with us. Hello, everybody, whoever's there.
Hey there.
Dodger. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers saying this pack is glitchy. Oh, there it is, Jen.
Yeah, this is definitely glitchy. Hopefully they're going to release a patch soon to fix this, because it's not a fun time. I'm just going to say. Choosing colors has been a little challenging. All right. I think that for now we're just going to let the kitchen be for now, because I'm going to...
It's because you guys got what you wanted, and then it of course is going to be glitchy. This is EA's brand glitching. I think I don't know who owns them now. I forget who owns EA.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whoever's in charge of this stuff. But whoever's in charge, glitch is the thing. I know it's ever since Sim 4, every time they give you guys something, when they gave you the what was it? It was a ball pit for the kids.
Oh my God, the toddler ball pit
machine or something. Yeah, the ball pit.
Forget about it.
I mean, it seems like glitchy or poor quality is just something they like to do. They like to rush it out and have it done. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That
So money, honey.
that ball pit was atrocious. Atrocious. You know what else was really atrocious? And I will never get over it. The clothing for Seasons was some of the worst clothing that I've ever seen in my life. It was the worst. The worst. It was bad.
Oh yeah, you do that. The worst.
It was so terrible, that clothing. The patterns were terrible. Talk about the ugliest. I mean, literally the most hideous. Sorry, no offense if you like the clothes from Seasons. I'm not saying everything was horrible, but like a lot of the stuff was really bad. Like ugly
I
patterns.
can't give an opinion because I don't play Sims 4, so I don't know. But
I need you to give an opinion right now.
I have to say you're wrong. You have no taste. That was the most amazing pack I ever saw in my life.
Oh, I have to do a dishwasher. I forgot about a dishwasher and a garbage can. I totally forgot about that.
I would say normally a sim would be lucky to have a dishwasher, but now I'm thinking, this house, you took down walls, you got all this stuff. Yeah, get him a dishwasher.
Yeah,
a lot of money has been put into this.
This is a nicer apartment in the, I think it's the art district of San Myshuno. And so they deserve a dishwasher, I'm just going to say.
Wait, how do you, what's the name of the place?
It's called San Myshuno.
Myshuno? That's not based on a real place, is it?
No, it's not.
Myshuno? That just sounds made up.
It
Myshuno.
Oh my god, you're gonna make me
come up with some names.
it's San Myshuno.
San Myshuno.
Now we have another important thing to think about. I have to put a garbage can, so I'm wondering, do you think we should put the garbage can over here, like so? I don't know if that's gonna work.
Well, I'm on a delay, so I'm gonna say yes there.
Or over here.
There, perfect. Amazing. Roger Dodger says, I'm so sick of them dicking us around like they do live. I've spent $1,000 on this game, and things like CC creators offer for free beat what I have to pay for. It's not right.
Roger
and
Dodger?
Riley Scott says, and Riley Scott says hello.
Oh, hey.
Yeah,
hi,
Roger Dodger is the one that made the other thing. And Riley says hi.
Hi, Riley. Roger Dodger, you are so freaking right. I have had the most beautiful CC packs from Little Dika. What's her name? Peaceful Sims, I think her name is. There's been so many gorgeous, fantastic CC packs that were just phenomenal. Like, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful packs. And to think that they're all free. I mean, some of them, you know, I follow Little Dika on Patreon. BT Dubs, I have a Patreon. I'm working on it. But anyway, I do follow Little Dika on Patreon, and I am one of his patrons. And he makes gorgeous stuff. A lot of people make fantastically beautiful stuff. We're getting ready, guys. I'm super excited to play with the new sectional sofas. Oh my god. I've wanted this in The Sims for a hot minute. Forever and ever and ever, I've just been doing this kind of jazz, which can work, but it's also glitchy, which is a pain in the neck. But I've been doing that since The Sims began. But now we have official, it's a fish. We have official sectionals. But I agree.
Roger Dodger says Grim.
Oh, Grim Cookies. Yeah, Grim Cookies makes amazing stuff. I love Grim Cookies. There's oh my god. There's this person, their name is Rusty. I follow them on Patreon too. They make the most beautiful CC clothing. I love their clothing a ton. There's so many content creators. Live, Laugh, Love is another one that make gorgeous. Let me just actually look at this wall whilst I'm trying to figure out what kind of colors I want to use.
Well, Roger Dodger said, yes, I love him too, but I don't think they mean the person you just mentioned because we're on a delay. I think they meant the I don't know what I'm doing.
Probably Grim Cookies.
He says, and you can't move it. He says, Roger Dodger says, and you can't move it.
You can't. I'm so sorry, Roger Dodger. I'm not sure what you're saying. You can't move.
He says, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Rusty is great. Grim Cookies is great. Peaceful Sims is great. Live, Laugh, Love is great.
We're on a slight delay, so maybe that's what it is. Oh, Rusty. Roger says Rusty.
Rusty. Oh, yeah. I love Rusty. Rusty is one of my favorite content creators. I have so many beautiful... I'm trying to decide which couch I want to use. I'm leaning toward this one a little bit more because it feels like a little bit more luxurious. This one feels a little bit more like it could be luxurious, but I don't know. I think I'm leaning a little bit more toward this one.
We're on I don't know if Roger Dodger's on the same delay as I am.
You guys might be on a delay.
So said the couch.
The couch. I'm just.
Maybe they meant you can't move the couch, or.
Oh, maybe they can't. Oh, you can't move the couch? What? That's crazy. Are you kidding me? Hold on.
What do you mean?
They're saying that you can't move the couch. Oh, you know what? You're right, Roger Dodger. Because
you can't move the couch when you stack them. That's what they said.
Yeah. You're right about that. And you can't move this. These are all supposed to move like in unison or whatever. I'm confused. Okay, so we have this round piece.
Yeah, and he said, Roger Dodger says they don't click together.
Oh, that's not good. We have this square piece. This edge piece we're not going to use. This piece.
That's crazy. Because you were like, oh, this is going to be great. I love it. I can't wait. I'm so looking forward. And as in EA fashion, this is not working.
Yeah, what the hell?
This is why I quit Sims so long ago. I can't do it anymore. The disappointment is just crazy.
Yeah, I have to say, I've been on the Sims 4 team for a while and really trying to show them support, whatever. But the truth is, at the end of the day, you can only support somebody for so long. And I'm saying that after I bought the packs. Obviously, I'm still supporting them, but I can still complain about it. Damn it. And I felt like when I would get Sims 3 packs or Sims 2 packs, I would be so happy. Like I wouldn't have complaints about it. And I feel like with Sims 4, it's like, I don't know. I feel bad.
I think that for me, Sims 2, when you can get like, I don't know, I thought there was more content you can get to really make the game what you want.
Yeah.
I guess that's just me. I know you guys have mods and stuff now, but damn. I don't know.
It's not the
Still
same.
Felt like it's not the same. Roger Dodger says, LOL. You are couching up this. I mean, I'm on a delay, but at this moment, it looks like you got a lot of couches or pieces here.
Yeah, I'm just messing.
Are you just messing around? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just messing around with everything to see how I want to do this. This is my dream. Look at this. We can make like a big community couch.
Yeah, can you?
Just for everybody to lay down together, a big community couch. But yeah,
Dr. says Sims 2 is always like Christmas.
Sims 2, I got to get back into Sims 2.
Yes, I'm telling you, I loved it. I felt like, I don't know what restaurants and stuff are like now, but I felt like you really customize them in Sims 2. Like, you wanted a Mexican restaurant, you get that whole feel of a Mexican restaurant or Chinese. I don't know. Maybe it's just me having nostalgia. Maybe I'm. But from what I used to play, for me. That's what I used to
sit down and let me take a seat and let me educate you on the wondrousness of Sims 4 restaurants. Imagine, if you will, you take your sweetie out on a night on the town to go to a beautiful restaurant. Okay, you get dressed up. You go to the restaurant. The atmosphere, mwah. Amazing. The menu, delicious. You order your food. You get excited to eat. You feel that excitement building. Prepare for that excitement to last for at least 6 hours because it takes that long for them to bring your food.
What the hell? Oh, okay.
It is.
And the Sims, as usual, I'm sure the Sim is sitting there all happy about starving while they're sitting in the seat.
They are not happy. They're not happy about it. I'll tell
Oh,
you
okay.
that. No, it's pretty rough. I got to be honest. It's pretty rough. You know, they they give they sit down, they order their food. First of all, sometimes it's even difficult just to get them to their table. Sometimes just getting them to the table is like a milestone. And a lot of times like they'll get up, they'll get down, they'll the restaurant can glitch. Sometimes other crazy things happen, like people start dying when you're trying to have your meal. You're like, oh, happy anniversary, we made it this far, and it's like, oh, Matilda's dying over there. we have to stop
What?
and we have to stop and watch her die. Oh, Matilda, did you have to come
What?
out tonight? I'm trying to get my woohoo on. And then
Oh,
this thing happens. Then you sit down and the waitress literally takes 9 years to bring you your food. And it's just not. I do go to my Sims restaurants on occasion, but it's just normally so not worth it. It's not worth the effort.
Roger Daughter said, "Did you ever have your Sims to do really weird things that you did not prompt them to do with less personality add-ons like we have now in Sims 4?" I have to say, because remember, Jen, that time that I made a Sim based on you, and she was going off with everybody.
My Sim was
Remember? She was like, she was crazy. Like, she had girlfriends, boyfriends. She was going all over town. I was like, holy crap, I did not make this Sim
my
like this.
Sim was a
And
very
Sim is,
very promiscuous girl.
I'm
Promiscuous
like, boy, this is
girl.
nothing like Jane. I was like, holy crap.
She
She
was
was like totally,
she was a
she was
promiscuous.
totally like giving, yeah, she was, sorry, go ahead.
She was a promiscuous girl. That is for sure. Yeah, I do remember that. She slept with guys, she slept with girls, she slept with everybody. She was just having the time of
She was
her life.
she was definitely non-committal. She was
Oh, for
like a
sure.
non-committal Sim, like
She
nobody's
was
business.
she was
Um,
100% non-committal. You ain't just
Roger
whistling
Dagger says,
Dixie.
OMG, I hate getting my Sims to go out for dinner too. It sucks when you build an amazing cafe and no one and nothing works. Oh my God, that's
It's
gotta hurt.
terrible.
That's
I
gonna
haven't
hurt.
even tried to run a restaurant because I did make a store one time, like a bakery or whatever, and that did not go well. It didn't work at all. The bakery did
Oh,
not.
I used to love, oh my God, I used to love running like bakeries and stuff in Sims 2. You telling me Sims 4 doesn't work out?
It doesn't. I built my bakery. I spent whatever how many hours building my bakery, and then all of a sudden, when I went and the people were there, like not nobody was buying anything. They were all having errors. The food was like rotting. It was just not a fun
Oh,
time.
oh, so I used to love that in Sims 2, like making a little bakery. And it was just so nice having a little cafe thing.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so sad.
that's the thing is the Sims 2, all that stuff really worked. Like you could actually go and like I was talking about before earlier in the stream, and Sims 2, I loved the hotel system. I loved the fact that you could build like a ski lodge, you could build all these different things. And I used to have fun building like bed and breakfasts and all these different things and having fun. And with The Sims 3, they never gave us hotels. I mean, they never gave us that sense of. I'm sorry,
Yeah, with
just
all the glitches though they had on Sims 3 is freaking crazy. So I
yeah.
wonder.
Well,
What you
actually,
guys
I'm
I
sorry.
took. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Sims 3, they did give us hotels. Sim 4, they never gave us
Oh,
hotels.
oh, gotcha.
That was my bad.
Roger says, I took the grunt kids out of the house and the dad stalked them at the house they went to. Oh my gosh.
That is
Okay.
really weird. You know what freaked me out?
I tell you, Sims is so amazing. It's like Sims 2, I'm assuming Roger Dodger means in Sims 2. It's just amazing to me. This is before the AI got to where it is now. And it was so amazing because you can see the beginnings of like Sims kind of doing stuff on their own, like these kind of alive Sims. It's kind of weird thinking that the technology back then wasn't as it is now, but there was so much. But then you know what it is? They have more. You could be more of a god back then. You know what I mean? You had like more control of your Sims.
You
Maybe that
definitely had
somehow
more
helped.
control.
Well, now the Sims kind of free for all, and maybe I don't know. Maybe that somehow makes them less real or less. You know what I mean? Gives the
I mean,
AI less. I don't know.
it
It doesn't make sense because you would think that would give them less, but
I mean, it could be. You're right. But it's true. I felt like Sims 3 Sims were extremely alive. Like, I felt like there was stuff that happened in that game that was so intense, and I felt like I was on the edge of my seat. I felt like I really never knew what was going on in Sims 4. If I want drama in my game in Sims 4, I have to like either download a mod or manufacture the drama. It doesn't happen naturally. And I feel like in every other Sims game, that drama happened naturally. I didn't have to do things. I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
crap. What the hell is this?
Sims 2, for me, Sims 2 felt more natural. Roger Dodger says, now I'm getting nostalgia. I have all the discs for my Sims 2, but not all the codes. And then they said, yes, I think yes, my thing about that it just happened in Sims 2. But yeah, I mean, I got lucky because when Sims said they were going to take it, like, they were deleting or something, they were, like, moving everything around, I think to Origins or whatever, you had a limited time to own all the Sims 2 stuff still, if you can get in by a certain time.
Yes, that's what I did.
In Origin, and you had to download it by that time, and after that, you weren't going to get it. I have Sims 2, thank goodness, and all the stuff that, I think all the stuff that came with it, but, yeah, I heard it sucks because I have some of my old cases of I still kept the game. I still have some 2 boxes, but yeah, it's hard when you don't have the codes.
It really
Roger
is.
said they went in reverse. So.
They did. You're right. They did go in reverse. That's exactly true. I agree because it seems like The Sims 4. Listen, hands down, Sims 4 is the best decorating game in the world. Sims 4 decorating is shamazing. It's really good.
Except for now where it's glitching.
Well, yeah, now it's glitching. But in general, Sims 4 was great at decorating. It was really good. But Sims, I don't like any of these coffee tables at all. I'm not feeling them.
Roger Dodger says you have to download so many mods and things to make your Sims have a spine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Roger. The things you have to do to make a game that the base should already be is ridiculous.
I agree.
You put all this money for Sims 4, and you have to get mods to get...
I'm with you. It's not right.
Dodger said, I did that, but lost the HD that was on, and when they offered it. Oh, that hurts.
That
I gotcha.
sucks.
That sucks.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That really stinks.
The hard drive died that it was on. That's not.
No. Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. That really stinks.
I know, it's so funny how we're all like, we're such gamers because we're all like acting like this is a tragedy as if he lost his grandmother or something. Or sorry if I'm...
This is if you lost your grandmother.
I'm doing anything wrong, I'm sorry. But the whole point is, we're all talking like, oh my God, you lose it, so paid. But it is, I mean, I'm sorry, but when you're... I love Sims 2, and to imagine losing it like that would hurt.
It really would.
I like to go back every so often. And, like, play it to remember, like, have some fun.
It's nice to go back every so often. I have to say I agree with you 100%. And, yeah, nothing is worse than losing progress. And being, like, I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys can relate, but, like, when you build a sim house and then the game crashes and you lose all that work and it's like, oh man, I just want to kill myself now. I feel so like, no, why? It's like the worst, over dramatizing, but it is really, really horrifically bad to lose that, because you put so much work and effort into whatever you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing here. I feel like there's like,
Dr. Dodger wrote, LOL, Sims are our lives. It's so true. After a while, you get so, especially Sims 2, I felt like I could be more in there. Like, I was in there. Like, I had my whole situation. I had my generations. I had my, like, at one point, I could build different things. Like, at one point, I had superheroes with my Sims. And it was like, oh, I'm see what Batman and Superman are going to do, and I had that storyline, then I would do a whole other group of people and another. Yeah. And I felt like I could actually have these fun adventures.
I remember that. I remember having twins with Superman, and I remember you were married to the Joker.
Was I? I don't remember.
You were married to the Joker. I remember that. But
Roger Dodger says went for a long time not knowing to save the game. Oh no!
that is, yeah. You know what? It's like I can relate to that on so many levels because sometimes you just, for me at least, I would forget to save the game. I would be so into what I was doing, and then I'm like, maybe I should save the game, and then that's when it would crash.
It would crash out. Yeah, Roger Dodger said I did not understand why nothing was there when I went back to look for it. Isn't that so true when you're new to a game and you don't know all the little things to do, and then you're like, but remember, Sims 2, if Roger Dodger played it back when it actually released like we did, computers are so different. I don't think it's as savvy as it is these days. We kind of know how games work. I think we're all kind of new to this whole situation.
It's true. You know, it's so funny.
Gaming a regular thing now. It wasn't so much back then.
It was not. When Sims 1 came out, I thought like that was the best graphics ever that were ever going to be. And I remember...
Oh, hilarious. Yeah, go ahead.
I remember when Sims 2 was coming out and you were like, oh my God, Jen, Sims 2 is going to come out. Like, the graphics are going to be so great. And I was like, there's no way that they're ever going to get better graphics than Sims 1. There's no way. There's nothing to improve upon. In my mind, that Sims 1.
In your mind, Sims 1 was like the sign of the shit.
2D graphics were like the top. I never thought there'd be anything better than that. And it's so funny to think about that because, like, look how far we've come. But it's just funny to think about how that happens.
Roger says there's no how to play except on YouTube. I have learned everything I did not do on accident.
That is.
I'm telling you. So have we all been there? Swear to God.
Yeah, we've definitely all been there. You know.
Yes, I started the Sims 2 5-pack and my niece turned me onto it. It's the only game I ever played.
Oh,
okay,
really?
Cool.
To be honest, I mean, I played other games, but Sims is like my primary game. Like if I was gonna,
yeah, because we got into WoW because you were dating that guy who was into WoW, and then we got into WoW. So before that, we didn't get into World of Warcraft, but then once I was like, oh, this is a cool world, so I had to help you because you were legal.
Yes.
He was leave you behind and stuff, and I had to be there for you to help you because you didn't seem to care. You were getting lost in these big places.
He did not care. That is a tip for everybody watching. If you are interested in dating somebody, play an online game with them because it will teach you so much about their personality that you'll know, like, okay, you're a nice person.
Was like, you're like, listen, I'm legally blind. You have to go a little slow.
And he was just like,
he was like, you're way ahead. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he was
I'm
like,
gonna help you out here.
I'm going to get this loot over here. I don't know what you're doing, lady. So, needless to say, we're married now and we have 5 kids. Just kidding. Just kidding. He went with...
I don't know if we would have ever gone outside of the Sims if it wasn't for you, Dave.
Yeah, my dating.
WoW player.
But I have to say, I do love World of Warcraft. I loved it for when I played it. Like, for the time I played it, I loved it.
You liked it up to Wrath of the Lich King, I think.
Yes.
I think after Wrath of the Lich King, you stopped liking it.
Yeah, I stopped liking it after that. They destroyed my precious, beautiful Orgrimmar, and I will never forgive them.
Oh, hilarious. You're so superficial because as soon as they changed Orgrimmar, you're like, I'm out. I hate Orgrimmar now. I'm out of here.
It's true. I am superficial. Orgrimmar was my hometown, and I loved it, and they took it away.
Undercity, you could go to anywhere else, and you're like, no.
Screw those places. I don't care about them.
Places.
They're not my place. They're not my home.
The game hasn't gotten much better anyway. I mean, I can't say they've gotten much better.
I loved it for what it was, but whatever. It's dead to me now.
It's dead to me now. I don't know. I'm trying to get back into the classic because, I mean, Orgrimmar's still... I think it's Wrath is where you like Orgrimmar from Wrath.
Yeah, Wrath of the Lich King was my place. Supposedly there's some new, let's see. This is new. This came with the pack. Let's find a place to put this. Let's find.
Oh, is that the thing you're working with now? Is it like plant with the kind of bulby glass thing?
No, I don't know where that's from. We'll leave that over there. Okay. We're going to mess with that later. I'm just trying to find stuff when I find it. There's supposed to be some new pampas grass. And I
Roger
want.
Dodger, you didn't get into any other games?
Yeah, nothing else ever got you interested. Nothing else ever tickled your fancy. That is interesting. Let's see what other colors this comes in. You know what else I liked about The Sims 2? The Sims 2 had really good music. Like the gameplay music or
I
whatever.
know, what was it? Yeah, la-dee-da, la-dee-dee.
Yeah. It was so good.
Yeah, I think that's the second one.
I used to get so pumped out of my mind when The Sims music would come on. Like I was so excited. And I don't feel that way about The Sims 4 music. I don't know. I love The Sims 4 building. I love The Sims 4 cast. You can, take that to the bank. I love those things. I think it's The Sims 4. There's a meme that goes around, and it's like, spend 2 hours creating your Sims. Spend 5 hours decorating their house. Spend 10 minutes playing the game. And I feel like that meme is so true to what the game is. Like the gameplay in The Sims 4, to me, it just isn't as great as it could be. And I think that they keep trying to fix it, but I think that because the way they set up the game is so bad and so limiting, like not making it an open world was like the biggest mistake that they could have made. That was like the biggest mistake.
I did understand. I bought all kinds of compiled games from The Sims 1 and 2 at thrift at Xmas 1 and some others that I don't remember the scope, but they're complete box sets tucked away somewhere. No, just The Sims. It's so much work just fighting the glitches. I have not had the time to play another game. Yes, Sims 2 music was great.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
Sims 2 music was da bomb. I liked a lot about The Sims 2. There's a lot about The Sims 2.
It had a subliminal effect.
It did. It did. It was like so relaxing, but at the same time, it got you pumped and excited to play the game. I liked Sims 2 music a lot. I thought it was really good.
I liked Sims Online for the little bit of time it was up there. I just thought it could have been better.
Online.
I liked getting a job at the diner. I liked working at the robot factory.
I freaking loved working at the diner. That was so much fun. I remember.
Yeah, Sims Online had its positives, but definitely a lot of negatives.
Oh, yeah. Well, there are a lot of negatives for sure. I wish that they would bring back that, but bring it back like a better version. But I loved working at the diner and like making money. I tried the other jobs and I wasn't as into them. But working at the diner, I remember I used to have a real pad and paper and I would really write down people's orders so I would remember them. And I'd have my real little pad and paper and be like, okay, Susie Q ordered blah, blah, blah. And, oh man, Sims Online was definitely fun. And it was really interesting and fun to interact with people. It was just a fun time. Okay, I need you guys to let me know some things.
I just said I would have Sim dreams when I was playing it. I would hear it in my head even when I was not playing. I swear that's what happened.
Me too.
I would think,
Same.
And Roger said, "Oh yes, the diner." Yeah, it's so funny how you play games so much that when you close your eyes, you're dreaming about it. Like you're in your head, you think, "Oh," you wake up and you realize, "Wait a minute, I'm not playing. Something's wrong."
Same.
Maybe I'm doing this too much.
I would close my eyes and I would totally see The Sims or
It's like
whatever.
you print it in your eyelids or something because it's right there. Like you're just seeing images of the damn game. Yeah. That was back in the day.
Same. But doing something a little.
Yeah, it would be nice if EA put in the money and actually made an online game situation instead of this. It might be less glitchy. The only problem, of course, is they're going to nickel and dime every freaking aspect of that.
Oh my God, forget it.
You know it. They're going to land, everything else. It's going to be
I was honestly
terrible. But I always think,
I'm
the
sorry.
Second Life, is that the one where you can build a whole life? Second Life, is that what it's called?
I think that's what it's called.
I think it was Second Life. But that could have been something that
I think it
Roger
was
Dodger
called
said,
Second Life. I think
Sims could have been maybe on that level. I mean, but then I get nervous about a corporation having that much wanting to make all that money, and then they're gonna nickel and dime you on every freaking little detail of your existence.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that would make me nervous about a Sims Online.
I'll be honest, that's why I was kind of upset when they came out with kits. Because I felt like kits reminded me too much of the Sims 4 store. And I think the Sims 4 store, in retrospect, was such a freaking ripoff. I spent so much money on that store. And it was such a ripoff.
Oh, yeah. Roger, I would see people on the street that look like the Sims. More so than now with all the alpha face fixers.
Same. Yeah, I would do. Do you remember? I mean, Sims 4 townies aren't as bad. Sims 3 townies, they would look so busted. Like, they looked crazy. They looked insane. Like, you just wouldn't think that anybody would, like, leave the house looking like that. Sims 4 townies, man, they're not great, but they're not as horrible. I don't know if I want to keep this room divider thingamajig. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Doctor says everyone is so up in arms about how they're treating us. They're bread and butter. Exactly. That's exactly it. That's why I'd be afraid of an online situation, because they're already abusing the fan base as is. And to go ahead and do an online situation where they really could freaking just tear it apart and just kill the franchise finally, it would be terrible.
Yeah, I have to say, I think that that's true. I think that there's so many different problems, and now Sims 5 is in the works, and I don't know what they're going to do with Sims 5.
Sims 5 is... Wait. Roger said busted, LOL. Yeah, Sims 5 is really in the works. Is it for realsies, or is this something they're saying and they're just... And what are they claiming is going to make it so different from the others?
Well, they're not releasing any information yet. All they're saying is that Sims 5 is in the works.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. Haven't they been saying that for a while now? I just want. They've been saying Sims 5 is on the rise for like at least 2 years now.
Yeah.
In some form or another.
I know. They have been saying that. You're not wrong.
Yeah, that sounds like teasing. Like, okay.
They do love to tease, I have to say. This is a classic.
Of course, everyone's going to have to get a brand new, crazy-ass computer probably to run. They're trying to figure out how they're going to do the technology to run it across computers for, I don't know, average folks that can't go and get a brand new freaking PC every time they do these games. That's another reason why it would be nice to be online. You know what I mean?
I agree. I think that they could
play more games. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So, no big. I think they could open up gameplay so much if they were willing to do that. If they were willing to put it online, if they were willing to make those different changes, I think it would be a huge improvement.
It would definitely, your computer wouldn't be such a big deal. I used to play more games in Sims 2, but in Sims 4 I've been building more than playing. I don't need percent Sims 5. Oh, I don't need Sims 5, maybe. But that's from Roger Dodger.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not against you either for that.
What are they going to do? Let's see, they can't barely get Sims 4 going. They couldn't do Sims 3. They're going to bring out Sims 5 at this point, but they can't even freaking move Sims 4 to anything. Oh, sure, let's go get a Sims 5 out, and we'll just mess that up. But we're going to get you spend hundreds of dollars, promising you. And because you guys are so freaking loyal, you're just going to keep going. I don't know. I think, you know what I mean? Roger Dodger says, like, Second Life. If they did, like, a Second Life, I think there's something there. You know, because that's what Sims Online was sort of like. You know, when you go to the diner.
Oh, yeah.
Roger Dodger says, I know you said that.
That's hilarious.
Exactly. Yeah. Like Second Life. I mean, why not? It gives a little bit more to it. And, you know what I mean? Really let the game world be open. Let people come in and put their own code in the game. What is the big deal? Like, make this more out there instead of being such a freaking greedy corporation.
They can't help themselves. They really can't help themselves.
I mean, there is no gaming company that doesn't do that at this point.
It's
I
true.
Think about it.
They all do. They all do that shit. and listen, it's about making money, but you should go out and try to make the fans as happy as you possibly can. And
Well, Red Dog says, no, I'm stopping here. And I agree with you, right? I stopped at 3. You know what I mean? So, it's sad that you and Jen got stuck in 4, but I get what you're doing. You're hoping that they learned from 3 and that they were going to redo 4 better. That makes a lot of sense. And it looks promising. It really did. Just the, the textures and stuff looks great.
yeah, definitely. This annoys me
But
right
the
here.
5, I don't know. I think you'd have to be foolish or make a ton of money off. If you make one of those big simmers who make a lot of money, I can kind of get why you're going to go to 5.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But if you're just a regular player, why bother? Just watch the 5ers. Watch the simmers who actually paid money on the 5 and let them do it. When it sacrifice them, that's right. Sacrifice them to the EA gods. And if everything works out well, you can go buy it later. Wait till the Christmas sales come on.
I mean, that is true. I have to say,
Get the game later.
I remember when Sims 4 came out, I bought Sims 4 right away. And I paid $80 for that game. And then they gave it away for $5. I was like, that makes me feel some sort of way, Sims. They're so desperate for people. It's like they're drug addicts. They're like, here, we're going to give you a little sample, a little taste, little bit. Here you go. $5. And then they get you addicted. And then you're just like cracked out on Sims.
You cracked out on 24-carat Navy girl says, hi, Jen. Girl.
Hi.
Sorry if I'm butchering her name.
24 karat.
And Roger Dodger said, it's like Nestle's liking their own chocolate. Lemmings. Roger Dodger says lemmings. Yeah, that's what it is. At this point, how can you not feel like a lemming?
Yeah, I have to say. But you know what, guys?
I mean, yeah.
I know for sure, and I feel ashamed of myself, but I'm just being real with you guys. I know for sure when they start announcing Sims 5, I'm going to be like, you know what? Maybe this is going to be... It's like a bad relationship. Like, maybe...
You're walk away, girl. Walk away.
Maybe this time it'll be different. Maybe. He promised better content.
I told you. Let there be sacrificial gamers, okay? Let these big gamers, okay, who do this for a living, who have tons of people watching them all the time, they can afford to put money into these games. Let them go ahead and do this, right?
You want to know?
When it looks good and they say everything looks great, then go ahead and get it.
You want to know something
Roger said, I had not even lost my receipts before they basically gave it away.
My God.
Exactly. It's crazy how much money they knock off the price when they do their sale.
It's sick.
It hurts if you just bought the thing and you're seeing a discount of sick proportions.
It really is
sick. That's EA for you.
They really do it to you.
Everybody says, no, it's not going to change. You're so right, Roger.
I know. I'm like that girl who's like, but he promised and he said he would work hard and make things better, and maybe he means it this time.
I don't know. I'm ready. Like I pretty much put you on the sacrificial thing, and I watched you go through it. I'm like, here's what I've done on this. I'm not doing it. Roger says, yes, let them do the lemmings. It's not worth it. Exactly. Sacrifice someone else. Roger says, leave it out.
I know. And the truth is, I know you guys are right. I know logically in my brain, I know you guys are right. Logically.
Yeah, logically. You're a drug addict, so you need that hit. I need
my sweet Sims. No. It's true.
Roger said, if it's paid, they make billions on it. They literally make billions.
They do. I mean, they really do. And
I mean, think about it. It'd be different, Jen, if this code worked. But when some people who are not even sim, engineers, or whatever you would call them, I'll call them engineers.
Simgineers.
When they can do code better than the damn people getting paid to work for the damn game company, there's a problem here.
I mean, I'm with you. I have to say I do agree with you on that. You're not wrong. They do have you're right. The modders actually put out information
Quality?
and quality stuff. The modders come out with like the most amazing stuff, and their stuff works really good, and they give such really detailed, like anybody watching this right now, if you're looking for like excellent quality CC, definitely go to like Little Dika, go to Peaceful Sims. Those two especially are amazing for like build and buy stuff. And then if you're looking for really good like creative sim stuff, go to like Rusty, go to Live Laugh Love, go to the Sims resource, you'll find a ton of stuff. But like there's
this might get you, Jen.
Yeah.
Roger says he don't even have chapstick on, no kissy. The lips are dried out, and we never got spiral stairs.
Oh, I know. We never did get spiral stairs.
It's hurting. It's hurting you, Jen. It's hurting.
It is.
You see what happens? You're gonna fall for it. They named you freaking spiral stairs.
I can try to be strong. I can try to be tough. I can try. I can try. I can try to be tough and strong. I'll do my best, but I'm not making any promises. No.
Sorry, I have to take. I'm walking over to my bunny. And my bunny is throwing a tantrum over here. He wants more hay. So I'm gonna give him some hay.
Oh, Popo.
Sorry. Yeah, Popo. So if you hear rustling, it's me just trying to get hay into his cage. So
oh, that's okay. Popo the rabbit. He probably wants to get out.
Yeah, I'll put him out later. He's gonna get his. Trust me, he'll get his out time.
Those
right
rabbits
now they're eating their hay.
Damn adorable.
Yeah, they get their out time
for sure.
But yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous, Jen. I mean, they don't even give you guys freaking basics. How long did it take you guys to get, I think, toddlers?
Oh my God. I don't even remember how long it took.
There you go.
It took a hot minute. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
It took...
Swimming pool?
Swimming pools took a couple of months.
There you go. That should have been right at the start.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. There's so many things that are so basic at the game that are so broken that shouldn't be broken. I need something for this corner. Like, we still don't have spiral staircases. We don't have proper functioning elevators. What else don't we have, guys? Help me out. There's other stuff we don't have. Babies.
Randy Dogger said rabbits are funny. These two are a riot, these two. Funny, because they're like totally different. I got my alpha bunny and the other one, Soapy bunny.
Phineas is a sweet little bunny. He's definitely a foodie. He loves his food. He can't help himself. And then Popo is like a big masculine.
I got Finn and Toe Dameron over here, and I'm just saying. There it is.
They were named after them, Finn and Poe.
Roger Dodger says people think they are just airheaded, but they can turn out to be classy like a cat if you're paying attention. But you know, LOL, you have one. Yeah, you definitely can't turn your back on a bunny.
Oh, you cannot turn your back on a bunny.
Especially Poe, because he can get himself in. Oh my gosh, can that bunny jump? And he's a climber.
He is. And Finny likes to chew wires.
Oh, Phineas is a wire chewer, addicted to it. I have to always keep the wires way up and hidden, because that is a wire bunny. Popo not so much. She just likes to climb. He can climb anything. That bunny gets on the highest places like a cat. She's like, oh crap. Love them. But Sims, to me personally, Jen, I know it seems like we're getting on. You're like, don't do it.
I know.
It's so funny. We're having a Sim intervention right now. This is a Sim intervention.
You guys are. And it's so funny because I can relate to this because I have this conversation with clients all the time. It's like, don't do it. Don't believe it. They're lying to you. They're not being honest with you. You're just going to get hurt again. Don't do it to yourself. And I'm like, but maybe this time will be different.
I mean, you've been with the franchise a long time. Don't get me wrong. I mean, since Sims 1.
Yeah.
And that was back when I would just play it and you would watch because you couldn't really see as good. But when Sims 2 came out, the graphics were better and it was easier for you to see.
Oh yeah, it was
so
much easier.
Building.
Everything was more close up or whatever.
And then Sims 3, you really got to play on your own because Sims 2 I was still helping you with like gameplay, but At Sims 3, you were on your own.
I
The
was.
graphics gotten so good for you. You were just doing all the stuff by yourself. So that was great,
You're
at least in
right.
that way. And maybe that's why you have such a thing. You still, because you're legally blind and it's hard for you to play a lot of games.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
it's
that's what
true.
it is. You just feel that connection. Like, wow,
Sims is my.
thank you, Sims. You did stuff. I could play these games. I don't have to have someone help me with this.
It's.
I
I
can
mean,
do
that
it
is
myself.
true. You make a good point, and that is the truth. It does. The Sims does. It is a game that I can play on my own. I don't need extra help with, and that's nice. Um, like WoW, I wouldn't want to play WoW by myself because I would get lost. I would get so freaking lost on WoW. I wouldn't know where the hell I am. Just going roaming around. The only place that I knew that I never got lost was original Ogabar. I never got
What?
lost. I said the only place I never got lost was original
Oh,
Ogabar.
got lost in Ogamar. Gotcha. Roger said, my cousin had two that got out of hand. Now, 40 years, there's still a colony in our old hood from them. Oh, my gosh.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Well, you know what?
I fixed all my animals, even these poor little bunnies. These boys had to be a snip snop.
Snip
So
snop.
they were snippy snops, which made Poe happier because he didn't get along with Finn before, and once they got snip snop, they
Yeah, they
lived
did
together,
actually
and
get.
they're
They did actually get
before he used
along.
to try and kill him. He used to try and kill him. Now they actually live together, so that works. Roger Dodger says, I hated 3. Yeah. Sims 3?
Really?
Yeah, Sims 3, Jen. Think of all the glitches.
I mean,
Think
you're
of
right.
the freaking think about you went in Sims 2. You went to a grocery store. There was an actual grocery store. I didn't have to rabbit hole it into a gray. You know what I mean? My Sim would come out.
Oh my
I kind of
God.
wanted to go in there. That would have been nice.
I totally forgot about grocery stores.
And you said, like, remember how you said how the guy had his kid got taken away from his not taken away, but he couldn't see his kid. He was depressed until the
Oh
kid
my
was
God.
school age.
Yes,
And that was a Sims 3 thing.
it was. Yes, I'll tell the story again because I don't know if you guys heard it.
Roger Dodger says, yeah, it was something that should have been done.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe you mean the fixing or you mean the.
I think he means the fixing. I'm guessing. But yeah. In Sims 3 in Bridgeport, this guy that I was playing, the Sims, he had a one night stand with a woman and she ended up getting pregnant. But she was a townie and she lived in an apartment building. And so he couldn't get access to his baby because there was no way for me to get access to her. And if he would invite her over, she would just come over by herself. She would never bring the baby with her. So he would have no ability to see his child. And so what happened was, while he was dealing with this, he would get all of these emojis constantly that were, or emojis, I'm sorry, he would get all of these, like, whatever, moodlets or whatever they were for Sims 3. And it was like, I'm missing my child. Where's my child? I really want to see my child. All these different things. And he was really sad. And, like, I couldn't do anything to help him. And he was not able to form a relationship with his child until his child was school age. Once his child was school age, then he was able to, to get that connection going. But until then, it was like a no-go. And I'm telling you, that was the saddest situation. And things like that happen all the time in Sims 3.
Roger Dodger said, yeah, it had something to okay, but he also had a dog. We called it Dust Mop, and the side-eye thing on The Sims 3, I thought they were going to merge the good things from Sims 2 and 3 to make 4. I agree. I thought they would do that, too.
I thought so, too.
They played a bait and switch, and he said, take her to court. He means for the guy who got the townie. You'd think they put in something like that, like some safety in freaking Sims.
Yeah, there was nothing. I know. Shit. He would have taken her to court because he was from a wealthy family. His mother was an actress. He was. His mother was an actress,
Okay.
and I don't remember what his father was, but he definitely, or no, was she an actress, or was she, I don't know. I think she was an actress. I don't remember. She was wealthy, whatever she was. And I would have, if they had that kind of situation, I would have totally taken that woman to court for keeping his son away from him. The funny thing was they were having a relationship the whole time. She'd come over and be like, "Oh, hey, let's go out to like a club or whatever." And he'd be like, "I just want to
I'm
see
sorry,
my
not to
son."
be rude, but isn't that somewhat kind of like real life? A woman, someone, not all. I'm not going to put down my gender because that's not everybody.
Yeah.
But there is a small, minute type of women who will use a kid and go like as a leverage to get things out of you. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Very small.
That
I'm not saying that's a
definitely.
lot. I'm just saying very small. I can see that being a little realistic, Jen. That this Sim was just hanging out, but he really wants to see his kid, and she's like, "Oh, let's hang out."
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's totally freaking realistic. I could see that happening. I could see that
Roger
happen.
says, "Well, we could have court in the. I wish we could have court in the Sims. That would be so cool." I agree. Court in the Sims would be nice.
It would be
You know what I
really
mean?
nice.
Because they have lawyers, don't they? Isn't that one of those? Or is that? Am I thinking of Sims 2 where you could?
I
Isn't that
don't.
one of the paths you could have gone on?
I don't know if they have lawyers. I don't think they do. Chime in,
Maybe I'm
guys.
thinking the wrong thing. Because I know politicians, you had to go through a bunch of stuff, and I thought law was one of them. But maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely do have lawyers. I mean, I'm sorry. They definitely do have
Roger
politicians.
says, yes, there's those guys, too, that do that. Yeah. And it's sick. I agree. Men and women. There's a small, tiny group of men. It's not all men. It's definitely not all women. There's a small group of people who like to use their kids as leverage to get stuff. It's a terrible situation. But in a way,
really
that's
sad.
what your Sim story reminds me of. She's still hanging out with him, but she's got this kid he really wants to see, and she's not letting it. And she's like, "Oh, let's do this and this." It kind of is weird because it feels so freaking real. And that's the thing about sometimes with Sims, how they have this kind of realness that's not written in.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. The Sims would just find ways. Like I was saying, this other story I was playing, this woman was cheating on her husband, and she was married and she was going to visit her boyfriend, and I took her boyfriend and her to like the most out of the way place that I thought like there's no way her husband's ever gonna come here ever in a million years. Like this is just some random out of the way place. And it was like the science center or whatever in Sims 3. And like they're sitting out there talking and going on and going back and forth or whatever. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, the husband shows up and he's like, "You hussy, what you doing? You're cheating," or blah blah blah. And it was like so randomly crazy that he showed up in this place that was so out of the way. I didn't know it was just weird. So many different weird things happen.
Said yes, there was law. Roger said yes, there was law.
Oh, there was
There was
law.
law.
Yes, I don't know if it's in Sims 4, but yeah.
Okay, because you don't really play Sims like that, right? Like,
Yeah, I don't play The Sims
you're a
as
builder.
much. I used to play Sims 4 a ton because I kept trying to make the game something.
I know Roger said, I could have sworn Roger said earlier they went just playing, like, building, not actual gameplay
Yes,
anymore. They
yeah,
just
Roger
went
did
building.
say that. And
then you look like you went that same route.
yeah, I did. I used to play The Sims 4 actual gameplay, but I would realize that I would have to like manufacture things to get them to happen. They weren't happening on their own. I'm trying to find stuff to put in these shelves, and nothing seems to be.
Roger says, I'm so glad I'm not the only one who found The Sims like that. I thought I was losing my mind. See, just like the grunts.
Yeah,
Well, this is at least you.
you're definitely not the only one. For sure, you're not the only one.
But yeah, this is like, it's so funny to have such a passion. The dad used to steal the paper from the house, and the kids had to move. What? Other Roger,
My God, that's hilarious.
what the heck? Dad used to steal the paper from the house the kids had to move it to. The kids had moved to. So the kids moved to a house, and the father was stealing the newspaper from their house.
Oh my God, that is funny.
Oh my God. It's so weird. Don't you find that weird?
Yes.
Like, it's amazing to me. It's so funny how the game had this whole thing with these. What he loved is, he used to peek in the windows too. Roger said he used to peek in the windows.
Oh my God. See,
Isn't
let
that
me.
crazy?
let me tell you guys something that freaked me the F out. Listen. I was playing with the Wicked Whims mod, okay? And so I was playing with the Wicked Whims mod. There was a couple that was being wicked, and they were having sex. And basically, all of a sudden, I was just like, they were doing whatever they were doing, and I went to another part of their house because I was going to look at something. And there was a guy standing outside the window with his hands cupped around his eyes, peering in at them, watching them have sex.
Oh, wow.
It was so freaky. I did not know that was part of the mod, and I was like, what the hell is this? And then he proceeded to do things to himself.
Okay.
So I was just like, what's happening? Oh my God.
Roger said, and follow them when they went to the store. That is crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Yours I kind of get because it's a mod, and it kind of like would glitch. I'm talking about when it naturally happens like that, like what happened with your guy or what happened with Roger Dodgers. That's more freaky to me.
Yeah,
because mods are kind of designed to be a little weird.
Yeah,
that kind of makes sense. They would put into it that if a sim is to have a sim sneak and look, and at the same time, masturbate. That makes sense to me.
Yeah,
but just for it to be naturally happening, that's weird.
Yeah,
our judge said, "Oh yeah."
It's weird. It's crazy to think about it.
Yeah.
These are some eccentric, weird cabinets. I'm trying to find stuff to put in here, and it's not coming together.
Our judge says Peeping Tom, and there's a Tina too.
Oh my God. Tina from Bob's Burger. That girl.
Oh, made you think of Tina from Bob's Burger?
Yeah. That girl.
Peeping Tina made you think of Tina from Bob's Burger. That's hilarious.
That is so, yeah. Because you know what? She would be a peeping Tina. She actually is a peeping Tina. That girl is just she's a lot.
Oh, yeah. Didn't she listen to an episode where she showed there was a peeping thing into the boys' locker room one time? Maybe I'm
Yeah, I think you're
wrong.
right. I think you're right, if I'm remembering correctly. I think you're right. That girl has some issues.
I think she was showing what's her name? The blonde. I think she was Tammy. I think somehow it broke open or something and she got in trouble. I don't remember.
It was something like
Roger
that.
Doctor says, so walk into your house if you don't lock the doors. I know, why? That's freaky too.
Yes.
You have to lock your doors like real life in the damn system. Weirdos will walk in your house.
It's true. That's so true.
I mean, I'm glad they put that in the way because realistically, I guess weirdos could walk into your house, but damn.
And they do that with Sims 4. Sims 4 vampires can just walk into your house, which is definitely inconvenient.
Oh, yeah. Sims 3, they didn't do that. They were just stuck outside, weren't they?
Yeah, they
didn't invite them in.
They just stuck outside. But Sims 4 vampires, they could totally do that. They could totally walk in your house, and it was insane.
That's where you get vampiric lore, isn't it? Because a vampire has to be invited in. So that's wrong.
Yeah, I think in Sims 4, I think if you lock doors, possibly, or if you lock doors, or if you, I think if you have a bunch of garlic around, then they can't get in.
Oh, Roger Doctor said, do you find the fireplaces to be stable? I'm scared to use them. Oh, yeah, I'd be scared too. Yeah, are they stable then? Or is this something where your Sims are going to work up with fire going all through their house?
It
you
depends.
guys have alarms?
Yes, there are smoke alarms. It depends.
Okay.
So,
you guys will run that one too.
In my opinion, they're pretty stable as long as you don't do what I just did, which is have these bookcases at the edge of each one. So I wouldn't recommend lighting this fireplace.
Which is weird because realistically, you could have a fire,
thing. If you light this fireplace for a while, it's probably going to be fine. But if you leave it overnight, this shit is going to torch like nobody's business. I had a Sims family in The Sims 4. Let me tell you, this family had the worst luck ever. So the mom was on vacation in Sulani. She and her twin baby boys were on vacation in Sulani. They were visiting friends. and the father was, I don't know where he was. And so all of a sudden, she's taking pictures of the kids. They're in the water. They're having the time of their lives. And out of nowhere, one of the babies gets taken away. No explanation, no warning. It's like your child has been removed. Foster care. Bam. It's over. So of course she's like traumatized by this. She's going through all the emotions. Her husband's going through all the emotions. Everybody's going through all the emotions, right? So they go home that night and they're just trying to like figure out like, oh my God, we lost our child. What are we going to do from here? Everybody was upset. They all go to bed. They had a nanny that lived with them. Basically, a nanny that lived with them in The Sims 4 is like, I just created a sim and I was like, you were born to be a nanny. Go ahead, do your thing. So she was basically a sim living with him that I made the nanny. So she stayed up late and she was like hungry. So I had her make a grilled cheese sandwich or whatever. Well, let me just tell you guys, the house went ablaze. It was the worst Sims fire I had ever seen in my life. It was insane. Normally in a Sims fire, if the kitchen goes on fire or whatever, the kitchen will get burned up. And it's like, okay, a couple of counters, the stove, whatever, no big deal. This fire went up like nobody's business. The kitchen, the living room, the family room, everything was like gone. And then the mother at one point, okay, the nanny, she died. She just died in a blaze. The mom somehow got trapped and she couldn't get out of the fire. And the father was like trying to help put out the fire. He was trying to put out the flames. The mother was like trapped behind a firewall. Finally, the firemen came and the flames went out and she was able to get out of the house. But like the day they lose their son, their house goes ablaze. Then finally I was like, you know what? We're going to move. They're going to a new house. We need new surroundings. Let's just like get our lives together. So the next thing that they did was they moved to a new house. And it was winter, and basically the father was coming home from work one day. He froze to death. So she gets her son taken away. Their nanny gets killed in a fire. Their house gets totally destroyed by the fire. They move to a new house. They're trying to rebuild their lives. The husband dies, froze to death on the way home from work. So this family is hanging on by a shred. And this isn't stuff I'm manufacturing. This is just stuff that's happening. This is the most interesting Sims 4 family I've had. So they're trying to pull themselves together. It's Christmas time. The mother is trying to make Christmas for the child. And she's trying to like make a better life. So they have a Christmas tree. They put the lights on the tree. They're trying to like get their lives together. And then the tree catches fire. It's just like one thing after another with this poor family. Did I lose you? I don't know if I lost you. I'm not sure if I lost Esquire. Hopefully I didn't. But anyway, that was the situation. I'm just going to check real quick. What do you guys think of this dining room? Let me know.
Sorry. I walked away for a second. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. It got quiet all of a sudden. I was just like,
Roger Dodger says, LOL over Night Torch. Roger Dodger says, okay, there's a thing you are working so hard to grow your child from a baby for the sake of doing gameplay and not cheat. Why do they take it away? And they take it and get it taken. No, why do they get it taken away?
yeah.
You're in the fire. LOL. OMG. Don't live at the beach.
I swear.
Don't live at the beach.
It was pretty bad. I mean, that was the worst thing that happened to that family. I didn't know. It was just insane. I've never had a Sims family go through so much torture in like a small amount of time. And then finally they got their lives together and things stopped happening. But they were definitely under a curse, I'm sure, for a while. Something was definitely up with them. Craziness. I wonder, what do you guys think of this room?
Like, because I'm on a delay, so by the time you... You'll be in another room.
I know. I'll be like somewhere else. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. That was like the worst luck family I've ever had. I've never had a family that had so much
Well,
craziness.
you said there was a family that died at a birthday party. So I don't know, Jen.
Oh, well, that was Sims 3.
Oh, you mean Sim 4? That's the worst Sim 4
Yeah.
you've had.
That was the worst Sims 4
Okay, I was
family I've
just
ever had.
saying. Because you told me about a Sim 3 family where they all
Yes.
died at a birthday
Oh my
party.
God.
So I don't
They
know.
were dropping like flies. That was the craziest thing. They were dropping like flies. And basically, there was a big family. They had like 8 kids. They were having a birthday party. They were all celebrating, and then all of a sudden they all started starving to death and dropping, and I was just like, what the hell is happening over here? A whole big family of 8 people ended up being like 3 people at the end. It was like the mother and like 2 kids, or was it the father and 2 kids? I don't remember. But I was just like, they were all dropping in front of me, and I did not know what to do. I was helpless to like figure out what to do to help them or fix them or why it was happening. It was the craziest situation that they all just started like disintegrating. But let me tell you a good storyline idea in case you guys play The Sims. And this could work for any of the Sims, like Sims 1 through Sims 4. One story, there's 2 storylines that I like to play. The first one is having a girl, have a baby and give that baby up for adoption. So basically, the way it works is you start out with a sim. She has the baby, and then when the baby is born, you take that baby and you place it with another family. It's not like an official adoption, but it's like in your mind it's happening. And then the sim basically will notice that the baby isn't
I
there.
want to catch you while if you were still in the room, but Roger Dodger says it looks like a Better Homes and Gardens in the 70s.
That's exactly
Roger says starving at a party.
That's exactly what I was going for. How did you know? I thought that myself, though, Roger Dodger. That's interesting that you mentioned that. I thought that this whole theme for this thing was very 70s. Some of the color swatches and stuff looked extremely 70s. Does anybody know where the stupid bowl of fruit is? I'm looking for this freaking bowl of fruit and I cannot find it. I don't know where it is. Maybe
you don't want to explain starving at the party to Roger Dodger, who says starving at a party?
Yeah, they were all starving. The Sims were having a birthday party. This was in Sims 3. And it was like a mother and father and like 8 kids. And they were all there at the birthday party celebrating one of the kids. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they all started to like, when a Sim gets hungry, they do that like, I'm hungry. And I saw one of them do it like, I'm hungry. So I went to go make her food. And before she can get to the food, she dropped dead. And I was like, holy shit, what the hell just happened? And then all of a sudden, there's like 5 other family members that had the same reaction. They all just were like, I'm hungry. Oh, wait, I'm dead. It was crazy. I don't know what happened. I have no recollection of what happened. No, not recollection. That was stupid. I have no understanding. That's the word I was looking for. I have no understanding what the hell happened.
Roger Dodger says, I'm old enough to remember seeing it in real time. Actually, so are we. Technically.
It's so true.
Most of that stuff was still around in the 80s. We're older enough to pay attention. I don't know how many relatives I had that still had houses decorated from the 70s and 60s.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, up to the 90s. I don't think any of the blend on changing our stuff anytime soon.
It's so true. I had an aunt.
One of those big-ass TVs, like the big-ass TVs?
Oh,
and there's so many of them that had the case TVs up until, like, the late 90s. And you're like, damn, you're connected.
Yeah, those old-fashioned case TVs.
Yeah, the screen's really small, but the whole case is, like, massive.
Yes, I remember that.
That and the record player.
Oh, the record
It's almost like their internal time clock went into turbo. Into turbo, like, sped up.
Oh, wait, what do you think?
Taking away that they were hungry. It's almost like their internal time clock went into turbo, like
yes,
the Sims at the party.
Yes,
like
yes.
They were hungry. Like 1 minute they're like, oh, we'll see, and the next second it was like they're dead.
That's exactly what it was like. I think there was some kind of crazy glitch, and I think that's exactly what happened. Their internal clock went into turbo, And they were like, all of a sudden, they were just all falling apart. It was the craziest thing. I don't know what to say about it. It was just very odd, very strange, very odd, crazy situation. But yeah, I felt like with Sims 3 and Sims 2 and Sims 1, there was an element of surprise. There was an element of like, oh my gosh, that's happening? Wow. And I don't really feel like I ever have that with Sims 2. I feel like you have to kind of really be a storyteller and manufacture the drama with Sims 2. It's not the same kind of situation.
Sims 2?
I'm sorry, Sims 4. Sims 4. You have to like manufacture the drama. You have to make it happen. And
Dr. says now they make replicas of everything, but they're crap. Exactly. Because they use plywood on everything. Everything's not real wood. I mean, you ever feel a dresser from like back in the day?
Oh.
That was heavy. That was real wood. Now it's like sort of wood.
Yeah, it's so true. Everything these days, you're so right. Everything these days is different. It's all what do you call it?
It's disposable. That's why.
Disposable.
Then things were made to last. You handed it down generation to generation.
Yes.
Now it's just stuck it in the garbage. I mean, look at that's helped Erica move, and she gave away so many items as if no big deal. Buy new ones. It's like wow. I mean, clinging on to stuff. I remember how that used to be because it was worth something. It was real.
Yeah.
Jared says, I will not say what it looks like on that chair. Oh, yeah. Ew. You're so right. Jen. Chair.
It's supposed to be a furry blanket.
And I get what it's supposed to be. We all get what it's supposed to be.
All right.
No, that is extreme. That would have to be, I think, freaking orgy worth, but there it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Next says, yeah, Sims 4 is a workhorse, not a stallion.
Yeah, it's true. That is very, very true. That's a good way to look at it. I agree. It is definitely more of a workhorse. There's good, I think it's good if you want to build, if you want to create Sims, I think it's good for all that stuff. But if you want like interesting gameplay, I don't think that it really fits the needs. It just doesn't have it.
Which is funny because it started off as a building game, right? And that was the big deal about Sims.
Yeah.
Sims 1. It was mostly for building. That's why the guy made it. But more people wanted to play in the actual game. They wanted the gameplay. So that kind of got knocked off to the side a little. And, now everyone's going back because they can't take the gameplay. And they're going, I'm wondering if that's what they're trying to push people to. Maybe they are trying to push you guys more into building, which is what the game was originally supposed to be. It was just a building game.
That could be.
I mean, I don't know. I personally think they're just doing it for money. I'm trying to be generous here. I'm just trying to be slightly generous and be like, okay, let me think of things. I went to Berkeley yesterday, and you would not believe how much crap was out there on the street they were throwing away because the school was just thrown out on the street. It's ridiculous. It's so true. If you go to any college town, you'll see so much furniture. It's not even like it's bad. It's just they don't want it. It's like, oh, I'm leaving. Just chuck it in the garbage. We'll get new stuff. Like, what the hell is wrong with our society? And they wonder why there's so much trash in the world. They go, oh, there's so much trash. Because you make stuff that you don't seem to care. You just chuck it away. You make it where it can be damaged easy. I mean, I remember going to certain places and you could tell they have the same dressers, same stuff. They have them like 60s. You're still using them. Remember school desks? You were using the same school desk your parents were probably freaking using.
That is true.
You know what I mean? Because they're built to freaking last.
That's true. You're 100% right.
But, you know how it is when we're all us older people going, yeah, when I was a kid.
Exactly. Back in my day.
Back in my day. I wanted to be an architect when I was young, but I have ADHD and could not focus on the math. I know how that feels.
Oh, yeah.
Focusing, not the best thing in the world.
Yeah,
I'm so easily distracted.
Focusing can be a challenge. Aw, I can understand that. That is hard.
Heck yeah, you're queen of that.
Oh, getting distracted?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely queen of getting. I'm so bad at getting distracted. It's not good. It's a little scary.
If I had a truck, I would have cleaned up at the swap meet. It's so true. If you're smart and you have like a truck to work with, you can literally pick up that stuff and resell it to people at swap meets, at a flea market, and people actually buy it. And what? Someone just threw it in the garbage. It's so true. It is. I know some people who actually do that, who will go around and find pieces and actually sell it. Dyslexia and bad vision. Well, there you go. Another thing. I'm also dyslexic, and Jen's got the bad vision. We're all the same boat. We're all older people with problems.
It's true. Yeah,
You play too much damn Sims.
you've got the dyslexia and I've got the bad vision. That's hilarious, but it's so true.
And they got it all in one.
What'd you say?
Roger got it all in one. Roger's got it all.
Oh, I know. That stinks.
Well, I have to say my eyes are failing lately. Little things I'm fighting on. You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to seeing things up close, like, I should wear glasses, but nope, I'm fighting it. I mean, I work for driving, of course, and the distance stuff. When it comes up close, I'm like, it's a little blurry, but I can handle it. Yep, it's good enough.
I don't blame
I'm
you.
wearing glasses for this, too. I'm either wearing it for far or not near and far. Going one way or the other. I'm just picking one, and that's far. That's only because driving is more important. Roger says, there's no way, but now with The Sims, it's the better. There's no way, but now with The Sims, it's better and no pressure. Life as a kid was just so fun. LOL.
Well, definitely. The Sims, I remember I read about The Sims in Time Magazine. It was an article in Time Magazine, and they were like, oh, this game is coming out, and it's amazing, and blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, oh my God, I need that. I need that in my life. I need a piece of that.
I mean, they always do that. I mean, look when they did the Lara Croft games, and they were talking like, oh, look at this, it's going to replace actors. I mean, technically that is true. CGI is getting, like, sick. But as far as youth these days, Roger's talking about life as a kid was so fun. If you're being serious about that, I'm going to have to say my childhood, I want that. I could not be a kid these days. TikTok, social media, all this stuff, I fucking shoot myself.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure these days.
I had low self-esteem when I was a teenager, as most kids do, and I was suicidal. The last thing I would have needed was freaking social media. I needed to go home and ignore everybody. I did not need them to be able to track me down at every freaking angle. I think I would have shot myself.
I have to say,
I was ready there
that's
anyway.
true.
It would have been more motivating.
We were from the generation.
Doing the architecture, no pressure.
What'd you say?
Roger Dodger says, LOL, doing the architecture, no pressure.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can't even think about doing architecture. It gives me a stomach ache. I'm not good with measures and exacting things, and you have to be so detailed in order to do to be an architect. You really have.
Yeah, you know a couple of architects.
Yeah, I know a few.
Roger Dodger says, no way in hell. Yeah, if that's in reference to growing up in this day and age, amen. Because who the hell could... I don't know how these kids do it. I don't know how they do it.
I have to say, I am with you guys. I totally agree. I think it's such...
Title pressures are horrible.
It's such a different generation. And it is so hard. The fact that all these kids have like cell phones and everything in their faces. You can't escape it. You can't escape social media. Like... Back in the day, if you got bullied, you can go home and you can escape that. But now, you can get bullied, and then you're getting bullied at home through social media. And, you know, whatever you do...
Also, your friends, you know what I mean? Like, when you didn't want to hang out sometimes...
Oh, yeah.
You could pretend like you didn't know they called, or you didn't... You know what I mean? There was no way to contact you. And then, now all of a sudden...
Yeah, now they can LoJack your phone, and, like, you can't escape.
You can't escape. Roger Dodger says, I was lucky to live at Stanford, and the world was a classroom. LOL, the lag is gaping me. Roger says yes. I know, the lag sucks. This lag kills it. That's why it's so funny whenever you go, what do you think of this? It's like, stay there for a few minutes. we can catch up. We can catch up a little bit to this.
I know. It is really sucky,
Yeah,
guys.
like, I'm in, like, both ways with this generation. Like, part of me feels like they whine too much. At the same time, I kind of get where they're whining because it's like they have a lot of pressures on other stuff. You know, when it comes to, you know what I mean? They're like blessed and yet cursed all at the same time. It's one of those razor, you know, they're on the razor's edge. And
it's true. They're going through so much and they're dealing with so much. And they're dealing with a lot more stress than we ever had to deal with. I mean, yeah, just the pressure of not being able to escape. Like, I used to love just not picking up the answering machine.
Yeah, Roger just said this. It's so true. As much as they say and believe they were as individuals, they are sheep. They're sheep. I agree. They follow trends like it's going out. When I showed you that girl doing the makeup, and I'm like, why is she doing that? She's so pretty. She doesn't need all that makeup.
Oh, yeah.
She's ruining her. Like, why is she doing that? And you're like, oh, she's just following trends. I'm like, that's terrible. Just to do it just because it's the thing.
Did you watch the video of the other girl I sent you?
Oh, no, I didn't get a chance to.
Oh, my God. You got to see what she does to herself. It is crazy.
And that's the one you said puts so much makeup on, she piles it on.
Yeah, she like that's a new trend on TikTok, that you put so much makeup on that it's like it's an obscene amount of makeup because they're trying to reach some level of perfection. They don't want to look like just a really normal person.
Oh, yeah, they're trying to filter themselves.
Yeah,
they're trying to make themselves. Roger says the fault of their parents and. Renata, sorry. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. She says hi.
Oh, Renata, welcome to the stream. Well, that's a cute desk.
Yeah, it is the fault of their parents. I mean, I've seen too many parents want to be. I mean, listen, we had tough love. At least I had tough love growing up, and I kind of appreciated it because it made me more appreciative of my stuff. I had to earn my allowance. I had to get a job to get things. You know what I mean? I had to, you learn just. Like I would never get a cell phone just to get one when I was a teenager. I'd have to work for that cell phone, literally work for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do chores or whatever else. I couldn't just slack off and go, oh, my friends have it, so I need to have one. And my friends going, you're right, let's keep up with the Joneses and make sure you have it too. And it's like, no. Did they earn it? Did they get good grades in school at least? I mean, get your kids to do something. You know what I mean? They just toss it out. It's definitely what do you call that? A TV generation. Like, when they made fun of, like, the kids, our generation, were plopped in front of the TV. You know what I mean? They said they were raised by TV sets. I think it's like computer or TV. Anything you could slap in front of your kid to raise them for you is what they do these days. Like,
it's true.
No, you can't be. Roger's right. Roger says you can't be friends to your kids. You can't.
No, you cannot
be friends to your kid. You need to teach them this because in the long run, you're doing so much more for them. I hear so many parents go, my kids don't want to move out and get a job. They grown. Make them. Kick them out. Let them feel. I had to eat ramen and stuff. I dealt with it because you leave. You leave the damn nest. You learn.
It's true.
You're coddling them. You're coddling them like they're going to break like little eggs if you put them out in the world. Let them struggle good. Sometimes finding that last dollar so you can pay for like a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
And make that bread stretch for the week. It's kind of a learning lesson so you go, wait a minute, I don't like this. Let me move on and get something better and work. You know what I mean?
No, you're so...
Roger Dyer says, I would have not been able to have one. Roger Dyer says now it's helicopter parents. Fucking A. Helicopter parents that I have.
That's what it is. That helicopter parent situation is over the top.
Over the top.
It really is. It's
and the
crazy.
problem is that no parent wants to admit their kid could be problematic.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with saying your kid has a problem. Some kids have problems. And you know what? It helps them if you work with them on it. Don't try and make them like, oh, my kid's not... Like, I hate when they get on the teachers. You know what I mean? Like, teachers have enough on them. But now you want the teacher to raise your kid, and God forbid they tell you, oh, this is going wrong. And you're like, no, my baby's just too damn perfect. But at the same time, you're taking them home. And you know what I mean? And it's just stupid.
Yeah. I have
I'm
to
so
say,
glad I did not go down that road. And yeah,
yeah,
this is a blessing.
I
I like
agree.
being an. I like renting. I like renting my kids. I like
Oh,
renting them out.
forget it.
Take them out to amusement parks, have fun, watch movies, play games, and then you send them back to their parents, and that's their
Renting
parents.
renting kids is the way to go. 100p for sure. It is the greatest.
Rent the kid.
I used to want to have
Rent them
kids
good.
real bad, and then I'm glad I never did. I'm so glad I didn't.
Joe said we had fun with our parents, but we had friends from school. Exactly. Your parents.
Yes.
You would go out with your friends, and all you had to do is, if your parents were like this, which most were, you just had to check on them. You say, hey, I'm going out to the movies with my friends, and then you'd be gone for hours. Your parents is like, where were you? As long as you got home by your what do you call that? Now my brain's flying.
By a certain time.
Yeah, but what is that called?
Curfew.
Curfew. If you were back by curfew, you were cool. You were totally freaking cool. You just had to be back by curfew. You could have so many adventures. You just had to show up every so often, especially when you were younger. I'm talking about like when I was 8, 9 years old. I'd go out anywhere, take my bike and go. As long as I checked in every so often and said, hey, I'm alive, I can go back out. You know what I mean? And I would just go for miles out, just adventuring with my friends, and it would be amazing. And now I see these kids, and I feel so bad for them because they cannot go anywhere without their parents going, where are you? What you doing? Where are you going? Let me GPS your thing. Oh, my gosh.
It's so true. It's sad, but it's
like,
true.
I feel like our generation learned to be not manipulative, but sneaky because we had to work around these things. You know what I mean? We learned to be a little clever. You know what I mean?
We definitely learned to be a bit sneaky because we did. We had to work around these things.
Yeah. Roger says we had fun with our. Oh, I'm sorry. My mother worked at every school I went to except Catholic school. Child rental. Hello, I'm in curfew. Yep. Exactly. I mean, I swear, this discipline, it seems like, oh, discipline, well, terrible. No, discipline's great. When you get older and you realize how amazing it is that you got that, so things don't seem so harsh when it happens. It's well, I dealt with that when I was a kid. Like, somebody was in somebody's car and they're like, oh, I don't have air conditioning. I'm like, I didn't grow up with air conditioning in a car. I'm cool, and I didn't have it in my house either. My air conditioning was an open window.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm cool with this car. And I was like, thank God I'm not one of these kids in this generation where they need air conditioning and everything in their house, in their car. Why does their kids their place like a refrigerator? And I'm like, there's a lot of money for these kids to be cold. They don't need it this cold.
Yeah, it's true. I have to say, you're right.
You can cast so easy, go out and come back in. I did not mind.
Yeah, I feel like it's true. When we were little, we would. This is so funny because this whole live stream is like when we were little.
That was right. That was Roger Dodger. Yeah, when I was a youngster, this is what I used to do. Hold on, youngin.
Back in my day, but
in my day.
But the truth is, back in my day, back in our day, I remember going. I remember going out like during the day and just being out for like hours and hours. Just like running the streets, you know what I mean? Having fun, having adventures, running through the woods, and
doing crazy shit like getting on your friends, going down a hill on your friends, in front of your friend's bike.
Oh my God!
The craziest, gonna die way, but nobody see you. And we lived.
Yes, I mean, I literally did that. My friend used to put me on. She used to put me on the front seat of her bike. She had a banana seat, and she used to put me on the front seat of her bike. And I swear to God, I legit thought I was going to die because she would be running down the street in like full blast. It was insane. And
banana seat. Can you believe it? Do they even make banana seats anymore? I guess you have to go like to a retro place.
I think they do make banana seats, but I couldn't tell you for 100%. But I think they do still make banana seats. But she would be going down and then she would go down the hill forwards. And I don't know why I didn't get off the bike, but whatever reason I didn't get off the bike. And then we'd go down the seat go down the hill again backwards.
Yeah,
And then she would be, and she was like a crazy. I'm just gonna be honest. Wherever you are, you know who you are. You were crazy. She was a crazy person. She would do whatever. Like, she just was very reckless. And so she'd be rolling down the hill backwards, and she'd be like, I can't stop it. I can't stop it. And I believed her. I thought she really couldn't stop it. And I thought we were literally going to die. And I was like, please stop it.
What is that the most amazing thing that you could go and think that was the end of your life?
Oh, my God.
It was the most amazing thing ever.
So many times when I was with her, I literally thought my life was going to be over. And it is kind of funny to think about it now because you don't have, I mean, more than likely as an adult, you don't have those crazy adventures where you think you're going to die. I mean, I'm sure people do, but it's not the norm as much as when you're kids. You have all these crazy fun, adventures thinking like, this is it.
I remember taking a sleigh down the stairs of my house.
Oh my God, I remember doing that.
Because that was something I thought as a stupid kid.
What'd you say?
That was one crazy ride. Let me just tell you.
Oh,
Bumpy.
yeah.
And practically life threatening at that point. When your parents are at home, though, it's great. I mean, I don't even think kids can stay home alone like they did when we were young.
Yeah, they
your parents
can.
Are pretty much really don't. Like when you say, oh, you're like 7 years old. Your parents like, don't answer the phone, don't answer the door, just watch TV, and you're like, okay. But then you go crazy in the house. Roger Daughter says, I did not mind my mom working at the schools. Yeah, it's funny. When my parents used to come around and do stuff, I didn't have that weird thing they seem to have in movies or thing where they make it seem like kids hate their parents being around.
Yeah.
I didn't really have that thing. Did people actually have that where they were embarrassed by their parents being there? Because
I never had that either. I was never super embarrassed by my parents.
Roger says you and not Cass. Oh, sorry. I'm reading things a little too literally. I swear time was slower. LOL, yes. We had hills. Oh, MG. Kids are the same the world over. Friggin' A. Kids are the same.
That's
I always tell my family, like, you think kids are different? They're all the same. Just, you know what I mean? I know everyone likes to go. You like to say your kids are of a different generation. They're still kids. Remember yourself as a child.
Yes.
You pretty much can work it.
If you can remember what you were like as a kid, that's why I don't understand how parents don't understand how to relate to their kids. All you have to do is go back to remember what you thought, what you did, how you felt, and then boom, instant connection.
I think there's some kind of weird thing with parents where they put this like fantasy where they were better kids than they were, and they don't remember the hellions they were. That I remember the hellion I was, and I never forgot that.
Truth.
I never forgot the troublemaker I was, and a handful that kids could be.
I was definitely a troublemaker. I'm not even going to say it. But I used to play innocent. I remember I used to always play innocent because all the teachers kind of like were easier on me because I was legally blind, and they thought because I was disabled that I wasn't going to be any trouble. Boy, were they wrong. But I remember one time this was in high school. My brother was harassing me for fun. Like he had, for some reason, I don't know how he got this in school, but he had a Matchbox car, and we were in high school, guys. He had like a Matchbox car, and he was like rolling it on my head for some reason. And the school monitor was like, Anthony, why are you picking on this girl? Leave her alone. And he was like, she's my sister. Like, she's fine. And I'm like, I don't know who he is. He just came up to me and started rolling his car on my head. I don't know why. And then she was like, Anthony. So that was that. And then of course I confessed that I did know who he was. But I did have fun.
I'm sorry, go ahead. You had fun with it. I'm sorry.
I had fun with it for a minute.
My daughter said, my parents were so cool. You've been telling the same silly stuff we used to do. My dad used to tell us the real crazy deal. My mom, not so much. So that one true parent
Oh
Yeah,
my
both
God.
my parents were one of those like they weren't cool parents, but they were parents. And I did appreciate, like I said, I learned a lot of, they were strict, but, but not in a bad way. I mean, I saw way stricter. I had friends who couldn't, like, they had helicopter parents.
Oh my
So
God.
I just
That,
had parents who taught me, like, when I wanted a cat pet doll, I raised the money to get one. You know what I mean? Because that's what it was.
yeah.
I earned the money for it. I wasn't going to just get one. I mean, it was my birthday, of course, but there it is.
I was, on the
Roger
other
Darby
hand,
says, oh,
spoiled.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, you were spoiled a lot, but that's because they saw you as disabled, so you got that little extra.
I played that to the hilt. I was disabled and
Yeah.
I was the first grandchild, so I was.
Oh, there you go. You got the double. You got double. Roger says she was a bit of a goody shoes and the preacher's daughter, and Roger Dodger says you are a mess. LOL. Well, if your mom if your mom had those, she probably wasn't as. But still, I would still say she could have had some evil sneakiness that she kind of had from you.
Yeah,
I'm just
definitely.
saying.
Oh
There
man,
are some kids who are just really good, but some not so much. They tried it.
it's
But
true. But yeah,
Roger says, I don't know who he is, LOL. I think you mean Anthony Jen's. We got space, Roger Dodge said, we got space as well as deep involvement. Yeah. I mean, that's all that counts, is that
yeah,
you get that.
that really is all that matters is to have, just be engaged with your kids. Just be engaged, be part of their lives. Show them that you care, show them that they're important to you. That's really all that matters. Nothing else really matters.
And all this relates to Sims because Sims has to do with, I don't know, raising children.
Yeah. It's sad, but a lot of
You can go
people
into any time with Sims, too. You
would you
could go into the 50s with the Sims. What I'm saying is Sims is timeless.
they
If
are
it ever works.
timeless. Yeah, if it ever works. I mean, I have to say that's true. There are some really, really nice CC like, you can get CC to make your house and stuff look like the 50s, the 60s, the 1800s. There's a ton of different situations that you can kind of delve into. Uh, I did a couple of decades challenges with Cass on this channel, and then I did a 1970s house. But there's a lot of different CC that you can get to give yourself that flair. You can do a lot in this game with mods and CC. You can totally make this into a different game entirely. You can make this into a completely different experience.
Roger says, Goody Two Shoes, I think it's his mom, referencing back to his mom. OMG can't spell. About her brother. Okay, that's what he meant about your brother. Roger says, give them tickets to a show just because. I also am so glad I don't have to type Roger Dodger into chat because if I did, it'd be a mess. Because like you, dyslexia, it sucks to have to try and type real quick and make sure everything gets spelled correctly and makes sense.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I have to say
I am glad that I'm talking verse writing.
that is hard. I'm not a good speller myself. I'm not as bad as
My brain trying to scramble, like figuring out the word placement that quickly. My brain can't catch up that quick. I need some time to breathe for a second and make sure.
I love when you read stories and stuff because you always add stuff that never was there in the first place.
Roger says this game helps me with my shopping addiction. Oh no! Maybe that is a good thing then.
That is true. I have to say that is true. Because when you can go and download like a shitload of CC, you feel like you've accomplished something. Like, oh yeah, I like, you kind of feel like the world is your oyster, and you feel like a sense of power. Like, oh, I downloaded all this CC. Look what I've accomplished. I've got this and this and that and this and that. It does make you feel a bit more like Yeah, like free. Like I can have whatever I want. And a lot of CC is like, designer stuff. So if you're I mean, I'm not really a designer person, but if you're into that, you can get like Gucci and Louboutin and what's the other guy? Chanel and you can get all
Oh,
that
I'm
stuff.
horrible. Don't even ask me about names. I don't care about brand names like that, so I don't remember.
Yeah,
Michael Kors, maybe? I think I'm trying
yeah.
to remember from Erica
Yeah,
and them.
Michael
I'm trying to
Kors.
remember, like, yeah. I
So
don't
you
remember all the people I know what they buy. Yeah, Michael Kors, I think, is one
so
of the things.
that's the good thing about CC shopping is you can actually get stuff if you're into that stuff. Like I said, I'm not really into that stuff either, but you definitely could get that stuff if you were interested in it.
Roger Dodger says it's good practice for me. LOL. I took typing for way longer than I care to say, and I still can't. I have been trying to get into it. I still, yeah. I mean, I don't know how many years later, and I'm like, oh, geez, well, how can I be typing like this? Sick. But that's the way it is.
This room, this office, I feel like it needs something. I'm just going to stay here for a few seconds so you guys can catch up while I take a sip of water. Hold on, let me make sure.
How dare you drink water?
Let me make sure there's no ants in it.
Oh, yeah, ants. That's true. Well, I don't know if they're going to be attracted to the water as much as any sweet thing.
I don't know.
Sammy says, hi.
Hi, welcome to the stream.
And Roger Dodger says, yes, your comprehension of the shopping gratification is on.
Exactly. It's like you feel so free. Like, I want it, I bought it. I bought it. So I'm leaving it on this room. Let me know, you guys. I feel like this room needs something. I feel like it needs something. I feel like there's like one side of the room that feels done and the other side of the room feels undone. So let me know. Maybe we need some skill objects. I'm thinking ahead. Maybe we need some skill things.
Roger Dodger says, thank God I don't work in an office.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to work in an office. I don't know if I'd want to work in an office. I think that would be a lot of effort. I like working from home. I enjoy being able to work in my pajamas.
Well, technically you're working from a workspace in the back of an office.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Technically, but yeah, nobody's there, so yeah.
Okay.
Dr. says plant.
Plants. More plants. Okay. I can definitely do plants, but do you think we should put a treadmill in the office? Or do you think we should put like a treadmill or maybe
treadmill?
An
is that something in offices?
Some people listen. You're living in San Myshuno, okay? You're living in the art district of San Myshuno.
Excuse me. I did not realize. I did not realize that health is very important. It's zen at this point. I can see where you'd want. But wouldn't you rather a Pilates machine in the art district and not just a random, what do you call those things? Would you just a treadmill?
You may as well wish upon a fish because there's no Pilates machine in the Sims.
Wish upon a fish. You guys are lucky you got the treadmill.
Exactly.
So Roger said, Shells. Renata says, I'm drinking my coffee. Listen to you two. Have fun. It's great. Love you, girls. Sorry for my English.
Oh,
Sammy says, I've been thinking about Yeah, you're fine, Renata. You're great. Sammy says, I've been thinking about going back to Sims 2 since the lore is so good. And Roger says, plaques, wall art, treadmill.
Okay, treadmill. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm so excited. We're going to get our Sims healthy.
Do this.
We're good.
Are you going to... Oh, yeah. Wouldn't an office need a fish tank?
The fish tanks are ginormous.
I know. I saw that when you were doing the preview.
I wish.
Going through the answer
well,
thing.
this one's not as bad. This one's, like, decent. This one's not so bad. But they're still, like... I mean, that's a lot of, like... This is San Myshuno. Space is at a premium. We don't get time for this fish. These fish want to live in this apartment. They need to pay rent.
Wow, that's rough.
They need to pay rent.
Yeah, you could put a treadmill in. I don't know.
Well, listen, a treadmill, we're going to use that. The fish, we're just going to look at them. They need to give us more.
Zen? Isn't that zen, though?
I got time to be zen. This is San Myshuno. We need to keep our energy up so we can make that paper. Put that
Tape?
Yeah, paper. Shorty
I'm
go.
not gonna make paper. Anyway, paper mills are smelly. You gotta get all this.
Shorty go get that
I think you
paper.
have to like break down trees. Nah, not worth it.
Ooh, that's.
So Roger Gunn says, "Is there oh gosh, I don't know what this is. Polaris, latest." Roger Gunn says, "So we are all standing. Can't you shrink that tank? Yeah, you can't shrink the tank.
You know what, guys? That's a genius idea. Why didn't I think of that myself?
Yeah, Roger says, yeah, that's rough. LOL.
There we go. Now this looks a little more decent. Wait, I
Yeah,
need to.
I would think. I'm just used to thinking like fish tank, plants. These are all things that you think of in the office. I think.
Hold on. Let's see what
But I
we
could be
can
just
do.
thinking of doctors' offices.
So let's see what we can do. We're gonna do something a little different because I feel like if we have a fish tank, we need to be able to watch the fish. And if you're sitting over here, I mean, you got to have a monocle or something to be able to see them fish. So we need to make some changes. Maybe we put the treadmill over here.
What do you mean monocle?
What?
It looks like there's some space there. What?
Like if you're sitting, imagine if you're sitting in this red chair and you're looking over at that fish, those fish are far away. You're not going to be able to enjoy the majesty of those expensive fish.
Oh, so they're expensive. They're not going to put goldfish in there because those are cheap. Those are like 10 cents or something. Unless, I'm thinking old school. They're probably like $1
wait. Look, we can't do it down because look, this is what happens. Do you see the barnacles on the outside of the tank?
I'm not at that point yet, but as soon as we get there.
Well, you guys will notice the barnacles on the outside of the tank. It looks a little rough. Let me see if I can get away with it with another fish tank. Darn doodles. Oh, they need a thermostat.
Wait a minute. The fish need a thermostat?
No, the Sims need a thermostat.
I'm like, what?
Listen, Jen, if these fish are going to be paying rent, they have the right to a thermostat.
I guess so.
How we're going to get rent from a fish, I'll
says,
never know.
I'm so often making things larger that I'm not sure what shrink.
So that's the thing. These barnacles are on the side of the tank. I'm gonna see if we can make another.
Why would you put barnacles on the outside of a tank?
Well, there's not really barnacles on the outside of the tank. What happens is when I shrink the tank.
Oh, it comes out of the. I got you.
I got it.
You.
She gets it. She gets it. She's cool.
I just says, "LOL, the majesty."
The majesty. Oh no, we had an idea. We had an idea for these fish, and now our idea is gone. Yeah. Okay. Damn doodles. Thanks a lot, Sims. You're ruining my life.
Whoa, that's a bit dramatic.
All right, back to the drawing board. We cannot have our fish tank. I was excited for 5 minutes. We're going to put our treadmill over here because that's just where that's where we tread. We'll put a TV over here so they can watch TV while they do their thing.
Excuse me, a TV while you're working?
No, the TV's for the treadmill.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get with the program.
Sorry.
We'll put a little TV there.
Roger says those are plants.
Roger
says those are plants.
We're gonna get to the plants. Slow your.
No, I think he was asking. I think he's like, are those plants?
Oh, I thought he was asking for the plants that he asked for before. My apologies.
Renata did some smiley, crying, laughy emojis.
Okay, let's do this. What plants would go good near a treadmill? Let's see. Something that's not going to potentially get sucked into the treadmill.
Oh my gosh, stop it. You're starting to make me think of those Pelotons. Pop.
Peloton.
Expensive freaking treadmills. Yeah.
Those Peloton bikes.
Oh no, I think the treadmill.
Oh yeah, treadmill. I can't believe that
Oh,
story you told
every
me. I know they do have Peloton bikes, but I think you're talking about a treadmill. Oh my God,
yeah.
you guys, I gotta tell you this
I
story.
just said the barnacle. The barnacle.
The
That's
barn.
what they were
Oh
referencing the
yeah,
barnacle.
they're the plants. I was calling them barnacles to be funny, but they're just the plants that are in the fish tank that come
They
out.
look like barnacles. No, they actually did look like barnacles in a
Did
way.
they?
Yeah,
So
they kind of did.
let me tell you this story, guys.
That
It's
are some weird algae.
trigger warning story time.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, when I was younger, I worked at a supermarket. I was a cashier, and we had the little belt, the whatever it's called, the conveyor belt. Well, I was doing groceries one day, and I was like going along scanning and blah blah blah, boop 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 boop. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, this little kid got his hand stuck in the conveyor belt. He must have been messing with it. And he was like, "Ah!" He was screaming at the top of his lungs. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, oh my God. So I stopped. I had a little switch. I stopped the conveyor belt. And his hand, was fine. It was fine. He didn't even get cut or anything. It was just like,
Okay.
maybe it was because he was so little. I don't know. He was like maybe 2 or 3 years old. Maybe it was because it was a very lucky thing. But oh my God, it was very traumatizing for me. It was not fun. It was not a good situation.
Yeah. No. Thank you.
So if you have children, keep them the F away from the conveyor belts.
Roger says, I'll bet we'll get those soon. And Peloton. Okay, Roger says it was Peloton. Peloton. Yeah, kids were being dragged underneath, and animals. I mean, obviously, some must have. I think one kid did die.
Oh my God.
But I'm not sure.
That's so terrible.
All I know is yeah. I mean, you're spending, what is it, $4 or $5 for those things? They're expensive. They better freaking have more safeties than that.
It's
It's
true.
ridiculous. Holy. But also, maybe you shouldn't have your exercise equipment where your kids and your animals are.
I agree with you. Come on now. You're right
Oh,
about that.
Roger says, "LOL, that will teach him." Yeah, putting his hand in the conveyor. I highly doubt that little boy ever did that again.
Oh my God.
That was life lesson number one. Don't put your hand in the conveyor.
Oh my God. You're right.
Next time the man come out, like it'll be like in the Mummy when that guy put his hand in for the Scorpion King, and it came out all goopy. There was just bones. Yeah, that's what. That's what you tell your kid. You're like, you're lucky this time, and then show him that part from the Mummy where their hand came off. Tells us what happened to them.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah, it might slightly scar them, but when they get older, they'll realize it was not real, and they get over it. Yeah,
It's so
a
true.
little trauma, a little innocent trauma.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that was definitely trauma. It was traumatic for me and the child. We were both equally traumatized, and we were not in a good.
I'd love if you met the kid and like years. He goes, "That was me," and you go, "Was that traumatizing?" He goes, "Nah, I did that again next week. The following week, I was doing that. My mother couldn't get me to stop. It was terrible."
Oh my God! Imagine if he was doing it the next week. I wonder. Imagine if he just went and did it again and again and again. Like he was just like, well, let's see how much more I can do next time.
There are children like that. Just say
there really are. There really are kids like that. You're not wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You show them something scary. Remember in Johnny Dangerously? I think it was that one with what's his name?
Was that the one, Michael Keaton?
Yeah, Michael Keaton. Was it called Johnny Dangerously?
I think it was Johnny Dangerously.
Something like that. But remember when he was showing his brother this thing and he was trying to scare him with like venereal diseases and stuff, and he was showing him like weird animal pictures and stuff like that.
I remember that. I remember that. That was hilarious. I remember that. Yes, I totally remember that. I need to ask you guys a question. We're gonna maybe do a kid's bedroom. So I need to ask you guys for your opinions. Do we want to do a teenager's bedroom, a child's bedroom, a boy's bedroom, a girl's bedroom, twin bedrooms, or like bunk beds? Or let me know what you guys are up for. because I'm getting.
Roger says next time you'll be able to watch with cool detachment. So Roger says yes, it was. That was Johnny Dangerous.
That's what I thought. Yeah, when you said the thing about the venereal disease, that totally clicked in for me.
I'm sorry, but that's one of those goofy movies. Like, it's so stupid, I just can't help but love it.
Yeah, that is one of those goofy movies.
I don't know. It's just goofy and weird, and I liked it.
One of my
I
favorite.
thought everyone brought it, I guess.
What'd you say?
I guess everyone just brought it, like, acting-wise. It's kind of like you can just watch something and you're like, oh, yeah.
Oh,
Roger
yeah.
says child.
Child. Okay, so get in your votes, guys. Child, adult, and also let me know. I'm sorry, child, adult. Sorry about that. Child or teen, and let me know whether you want a boy or girl, or like mixed boy and girl. You know, let me know what you want. I need to know.
Oh, you mean like gender neutral or something?
Oh yeah, we could do a gender neutral. Let me know if you want that.
No, I don't know. I just didn't know I didn't know if that's what you meant.
Oh no, I meant
You know, like when some people say yellow for kids instead of blue or pink.
Yeah, that's true too. I didn't even think of that. But yeah, I mean, we could do gender neutral, or we could do you know, just if you want like a boy's room, a girl's room. But yeah, let me know what you want. Let me know, because we're getting to that point soon, and I want to know.
Who's the one who played his love interest? Marilu Henner?
Marilu Henner was the one who played his love interest.
I thought she was a good actress.
Yeah, I like her. I want to live dangerously. I don't know what to put in this area.
Oh, Roger says unisex. They're teen, yeah.
Or toddler. I totally even forgot about toddlers.
Well, just throw all the options at us, Jen, after the fact. Child, teen, toddler, just throw it all at us. But do it slowly so we're all confused and don't know what to pick. Because we devoted ourselves to one thing, and then you toss it on us, so we're thinking maybe you should pick something else. It's a trauma is what it is, lady. I'm going to sue you.
Good luck.
Renata says girl.
Good luck suing me.
Roger says, I remember her. She can sing, too. Yeah, she could sing.
She could sing. We're just going to put a bike in here. It's just the city thing to do. There we go. We solved the issue. This room is done.
Keaton was great. Everybody was great. And I just liked everybody in that movie. Wasn't Joe whatever, the one that played the crazy gangster, when we put the crazy sign on his car? It was like a lunatic. He went to a disabled spot, and they're like, that's a disabled or something like that. And he pulled out a sign. It had like a guy making the crazy symbol.
Oh, my God.
What was that guy's name? That actor's been in so many things. That thing is hilarious. That was funny. Little things like that made that movie fun.
Yeah, definitely. God, it's been so long since I've seen that movie. When I think of like a silly movie I think of like Bowfinger, I think is a really good one. And Dirty Rotten Scoundrels is definitely another good one. I think both of those are really good.
You're talking about the original Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Oh, yeah, the original Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Weird remake they made, yeah.
By the way, this video is sponsored by Pig Out Pig Bits. Actually, it's not sponsored, but I wish that they would sponsor me.
Yeah, you're addicted to those pig outfits.
They're so freaking good. I love pork rinds. They're one of my favorite things in the world.
These are not exactly pork rinds.
But these are not. These are vegan pork rinds. So they're pigless. They're pigless pork rinds. That just sounds so funny to say.
They're pigless pork rinds. That kind of just doesn't work somehow.
They're pigless pork rinds.
It's weird how all the people I watched growing up in their late 70s, early 80s. I know, isn't it funny? When I see something like, what?
It is.
And I start calculating their age. Like, wait a minute. If they were this age and there's this, then how old were they when I was that age? Hold on. Let me calculate what they were when I was watching this.
It's weird, right, to think about it.
Like, you watch Travolta? I was watching So Welcome Back, Carter, like, the other day.
Oh,
Because it came up on
Welcome Back,
YouTube, and I was
Carter.
like, yeah, I couldn't help myself. Because I'm watching, I'm like, wow, Travolta was so good looking when he was young. And then you look at him now, you're like, what happened to you, buddy? Surgeries? A lot of plastic surgery there.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
What
did you do to yourself?
happened?
What happened to you? What happened to you?
What happened to you, Mr.
Roger says, with hot sauce.
What did he say?
With hot sauce. You know, pig pork rinds?
Oh, I've never had him with hot sauce. That is something to
That's
think
what I'm
about.
assuming. That's what I'm assuming he's talking about. Yeah, pork rinds with hot
They
sauce.
do have a flavor called hella hot. And let me tell you guys, they're freaking hella hot. All right.
Well, so I'm so glad there's false advertising.
It was not false advertising. No, no, no.
Roger says exactly.
Okay, so we're going to use some of the new bunk beds. Let's see.
Are these usable bunk beds? Because I don't see. Oh, they're kind of like loft beds. That's not really a bunk bed.
Well, it is a bunk bed when you put a bunk underneath. Like, look at this. Whoppa.
Oh. Well, I haven't got to that bop part when I get there. In the video, there's just a bunch of bunk beds up or loft beds.
I'm going to die. That's... Whoppa! You'll be amazed. Okay, so we're going to do a unisex room. Oh, God. We're going to do a unisex room, and we're going to do it for 3 children. That's our plan.
Roger says, OMG, my sister and I just talked about that yesterday. There's not many on the left. Not many of them left. OMG, you have not lived. Oh, OMH, I think you meant OMG. You have not lived.
Oh, yeah, the pigless pork rinds. That is
with the hand sauce. Take pork rinds.
Well, I'm going to have to try that, but...
Many sweat hogs, not many left. That's so true. There's not many sweat hogs left. There isn't. It's so weird to watch people die. You're like, no!
It is.
I don't even get close to myself, people. Stay alive, stay alive.
It is weird to think about that.
I love to die.
I was thinking...
I Betty White is amazing to me. Betty White is freaking amazing to me.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I remember watching Nick at Night of her on, Mary Tyler Moore, and recently, I think she was on Golden Girls. I was watching some little snips of that, and it's like, wow, she's still going strong, that woman. So, unless she died recently, and I didn't know. But I guess from Betty White's still going.
No, she's still around that I know of.
My mom always says the same thing. She goes, she eats hot dogs. She eats hot dogs. And she's still going. She eats hot dogs. And then she went, well, maybe she doesn't eat them all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure she doesn't eat them all the time.
I thought she had found the secret of life in the hot dogs, and then thought to herself, wait a minute. Wait, maybe that's not the...
LOL. That's hilarious.
So,
I
who
think
knows?
there's a lot of people that eat really unhealthy stuff, like, all the time. Like George Burns, I don't know if any of you guys, I'm sure some of you know who he is, but George Burns, would drink and smoke and, did whatever he wanted to.
George Burns, he enjoyed it. Oh, yeah, he had those fake stogies.
I do not like the
Maybe
way...
they look big. Maybe they look big because he was so tiny, too.
Oh, my God, he was tiny, though.
George
That
Burns.
is...
He was so...
No disrespect, Mr. Burns. But that just reminds me of The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah, he is bald. Roger was saying Richie Cunningham is bald. Yeah, he is. He lost his hair. He's always wears a cap lately, though, whenever I see him, so I just assumed the hair wasn't there.
Probably uncomfortable.
His daughter looks so much like him.
She does look like him. You're not wrong.
Looks a lot like her father. Bryce, that's her name. Bryce.
Yeah,
Dallas Howard.
Bryce Dallas Howard. She does look like her father.
So the day he died, that's from Roger.
It's with I was gonna call him I was gonna call him Milton
You were
Berle.
Milton Berle? Well, Milton's are the same thing. I mean, you're not too far from that. Milton Berle was the same way. You know, these are men who were These are people who just did not give a flying
They
frig. They were
really
enjoying
didn't.
life, and that was about it.
They lived their truth, and they had their time, and they just did what they wanted to do, and more power to them. But it's
Yeah, wasn't George Burns like 100 when he died? Roger saying the booze shrunk him.
the booze shrunk him. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
He's funny. Oh, Milton Berle. Yeah, it's so funny. All these any modern person, you just go back to the old comedians and you can see where they got it from.
It's true.
Oh, she's funny. Yeah, Milton Berle, Betty White. These are all originals. You know what I mean? These are all. Oh, what's his name? Oh, what's the one? Oh, Sanford and Son. What was that guy?
Red Fox.
Red Fox.
All right, guys, we need to pick.
Roger says Frank Sinatra.
Oh, Sinatra. Forget it.
Sinatra. Actually, Sinatra was doing stuff with people up just a few years back, wasn't he? He made a mix thing. He was doing duets.
Yeah, you're right. I think he was doing that before he died. I don't actually know. Hold on. Let me ask Google.
Because he was. That thing's not timeless when people are still dying to still do music with you. If Elvis didn't die from them drugs, he would have had people on his side.
It's true. You're right.
You know what I mean?
That.
He would have had like this long career. It's sad how drugs
When did Frank Sinatra die? He died in 1998. Yeah, but you're right.
I know. Yeah.
People were clamoring to do those duets with him for sure.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Okay. So which bunk beds do you think we should pick for our unisex bedroom? We got option 1, which is furthest away from us. Option 2, which is in the middle.
You
mean
near the window? 3. You mean near the window always? Okay.
Near the near the window.
Near the window.
It's the
one in the middle, and of course the leafy looking one.
Which one did you want?
The middle one.
You like the middle one best?
Roger says Fox. Roger says Betty Davis smoked until she died at 80 or 90 something.
Yeah, that's the truth.
So true.
My favorite.
She was good, just acting wise, all the way till the end. Because remember she did the Baby Jane thing.
Oh yeah, she was good till the end. She was
on point on that one. That was creepy as heck. She played that.
My favorite Betty Davis movie is Now Voyager, but there's a lot of good ones that she did.
Roger says 3.
Okay, so Roger is voting for this one.
Roger 3, and then Roger says so many of them went crazy, and in the end, yeah. What's his name? The one who played on Willy Wonka.
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder got Alzheimer's toward the end. It's so sad.
Oh, that is sad.
Roger says looks roomier.
It does look roomier.
No breath. I'm a little confused about that one. No lungs. What?
What? I'm confused about that.
That movie's crazy as hell. Oh yeah, you're talking about whatever happened to Baby Jane.
Oh, forget it. That movie is insane.
That's crazy. But they brought it. That's the thing. The actresses brought it.
They really did. They worked hard.
Yeah. It was so weird because later when her sister confesses, like, oh, I was the one that ran over, and it's just like, you think that would have brought peace, and it just didn't. Her sister was far gone by then. It was too late.
It was too late. You're not wrong. That movie just went crazy. That was such an intense movie. That's like the kind of movie, it's so disturbing. Like, I can't watch it again. Like, I watched it, obviously I saw it a few times, but it's such a disturbing movie. Like, it's not, like, for me.
Roger said Betty Davis cancer. That's why. No breast, no lungs.
Oh.
Geez. I didn't know she had the cancer. Oh, wow.
I didn't know she got cancer either. That's sad.
I think Renata. We lost Renata.
Oh.
Roger said they brought it and threw it down hard. Yeah, that's so true. They did. They definitely did bring it. Is that that desk underneath. I mean, I'm at the point we just put the desk under on the bed.
Yeah.
So you're kind of making it into a loft bed more than a bunk. That one.
Yeah, because this one over here is going to be kind of bunk beds.
Yeah, because you said you put 3 kids.
Yeah.
You're really packing those kids in this place.
Well, you know what? It's San Myshuno, and they got to pay rent, so we're going to try to get as many kids in here as we can. It's freaking San Myshuno, Jen. You don't know what you're dealing with.
Roger says, same here. I have a hard time watching it.
Yeah.
Because the way they brought it, you feel real, like you're really watching people with like a woman with a psychological problem. Like she freaking brought it.
It's very.
I did not doubt.
Yeah, it's very disturbing. It's too much for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much. They did.
That's how you know something's good, because it sticks with you like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's how you know that they did a good job. My mom is so funny. She loves women. She loves movies about bitchy women, and whenever I'm with her, she'll be like, "Oh, Jen, you gotta see this movie. Oh, the woman in it, she plays a real bitch. I mean, a real bitch." And I'll like watch the movie, and it's some kind of real crazy bitchy woman, and then I'll be like, "Oh, Mom, you want to watch this movie? It's like a love story." And she'll be like, "Nah."
Everyone has their taste. That's probably what it is.
She likes movies about real bitches. I mean, real bitches.
Roger says, I've known people like that and think it means the crazy character that Betty Davis played.
Oh,
and then Roger says, I like the desk under the bed. Yep.
Thank you. These kids are going to have to fight it out for that desk.
Well, that's really shit. I mean, do they each need their own? If their parents have to shove them into a room, I don't think they can afford 3 computers either.
Yeah. That's the truth. Oh my gosh.
The old movie, The Women, is awesome. The old one, yes.
Yes,
the
I agree.
Remake, horrific.
Horrifically
the remake
bad.
Was horrific. Original, amazing. I could have done without the fashion show part. It kind of is boring to me. But I kind of get what they were doing, because it was a women's movie at that moment. They were putting something in women would like. And at the same time, once in a while, I do watch it because I like to see what they wore back. I guess what they were trying to sell back then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's good for a little bit of history, but it's kind of funny because it's still women. I do like how they artfully made sure no men were mentioned. But you know that, like, her cousin had a son, or had a, because the way she talks about stitches, like as if she had a child when they were doing the exercising. And it's like, but they didn't mention her kid, which means it had to be a boy, because they only mentioned girls in that movie.
Yes.
It's all about the women. The dog was a girl. You know what I mean? Everything was girl. You know what I mean? If it was a guy, they didn't really mention. Other than the cheating.
I love the movie The Women. I thought that was such a well done, good movie.
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoyed that one a lot.
I even thought the girl who played the daughter brought it. She thought she was a decent child actor. I think it worked.
Yeah, I thought she did a good job too. By the way, you guys, what are you thinking? This tent thingamajig is like a farm theme, and I'm just curious if you guys think that means that we're going to get a farm pack next time.
Roger says all the fabric.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean farm pack?
Well, there's suspicions.
No, that's why I'm just seeing a tent, so I don't know if that's what you mean.
Well, the tent, on the outside of the tent has farm decorations.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm wondering if that means that we're going to be getting a farm pack. Now,
I said no, it was a girl.
Oh, it was a girl that was born.
What happened?
It was a girl that was born in the Women.
Yeah. The one that was pregnant had another girl. But I'm saying the other one. His cousin. You know the cousin, the bitchy one. Oh God, what was her name?
I can't remember her
What's
name.
Her name? You know the one that played Rosalind Russell's character.
Yeah.
Is I saying her name right?
Yeah, Rosalind Russell.
her character, when she's doing the exercise, she said, my adhesion, my scars. And they were like, oh, it's good for adhesion or whatever. Oh, you're stretching my scars. She's like, that's good for adhesion. That made me think she might have had a kid. You know what I mean? But they didn't mention it because I think it was a boy. And you only mentioned girls. But the other one, the other gossipy one, the one said, oh, I never talk about my girlfriend. That's something. And yet she was gossiping about everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I hear no evil. I see no evil. That one? Yeah.
Yes. I remember
Yes,
that.
he said, Roger says, the black and white. And Roger said, oh, yeah. Yeah. That's the one I mean. The Sylvia. Her character was named Sylvia.
Sylvia. Yes,
Sylvia.
I remember.
Yes, remember because what's her name's character says Mrs. Prowler, making fun of her because she knew she was being stalked, and she was like, it's Prowler. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, I remember that. That was such a good movie.
Crystal Allen. Yeah, that was a good one. But when they did the remake, I hated it. My mother loves the remake. I cannot stand the remake because I'm like, what'd they do to this movie? What did they do to this movie?
They really, really screwed it up. No
offense to Meg Ryan, but she always played Meg Ryan. The woman had no stretch. She was Meg Ryan. I was just watching Meg Ryan, another Meg Ryan.
Yes.
Look at Meg Ryan in every movie Meg Ryan was in. Inner Space, anything. She was Meg Ryan.
It's true. She never did
Roger
it.
says, I want to get a copy of that one. Oh,
Yeah.
The women, I love it.
Yeah, I think I own it on Amazon.
So, that was a good one. But you know another one I liked? The something of Mr. Pennypacker.
The Remarkable Mr. Pennypacker.
The one where he had Joan Crawford, that's right. She played the girl behind it. Yeah, but Remarkable Mr. Pennypacker is another movie I love, but I could never find it. You can't find it. And it's, you know what I mean?
You can't find that movie anywhere, and that was a really good one. I really like the Remarkable
Mr.
Pennypacker.
He was a polygamist. That's what it was. He was a polygamist. His wife, the reason why he got away with murder on that one was because the second wife died. So,
That's
you think if the woman was alive, that movie would have gone totally different for him.
That's right. The second wife did. She died.
Yeah, that's what made them feel guilty because they found out he had a second family, and then they found out that the wife had died in the second family, and his wife was a little more receptive to it. But like I said, I haven't seen it in a while, and I wish it was available. But I love that one. That's what's his name. He was in not Rebecca, Laura. I forgot the guy's name, but he was great.
Clifton Webb, I think his name is.
Clifton Webb.
Clifton Webb. Yeah, he's great.
Roger says, I can't stand the remake. Roger says, I don't like Meg Ryan. Yeah, Meg Ryan has no acting. I'm sorry. No offense to her. I think she just plays Meg Ryan. If you like that kind of, work.
Yeah.
Except the Resurrection with Robert Downey Jr., Meg Ryan pulls that out. What is that one? Which one was that one? Is that the one? No. I'm thinking the other one where everybody was on the bus and he grew up. That was another Robert Downey Jr. movie.
Was that?
Remember that one? I forget what it was called. But he was like, he when he was born, all the people on the bus had died and they all became his ghost friends.
Heart and Soul?
I forgot what that movie was. Heart and Soul, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know the Resurrection. I have to look that up. I didn't know that they did but that was the only one. Clifton. Oh yeah, Clifton, that's his name. Clifton Webb. But yeah, Roger was saying that that's the only one. I have to look that up, the Resurrection. Never heard of that one.
Yeah,
I knew Heart and Soul with Robert Downey Jr., which is kind of funny if he did another movie that was kind of like. But I like Robert Downey Jr. I think he can act when he's when he's motivated. Other times he'd be solid in.
He must be a super likable person because people keep giving him chances again and again, like in his life. Like,
you mean because he had all the drugs and all that stuff?
Yeah, he's gotten like a ton of chances.
From the 90s. Yeah, I got to look that up. He was a doctor to the King Louis. Back in the day. Oh, I got to look that up.
Yeah.
I gotta look that up.
I'm curious
That's
myself.
right up my alley. But yeah. I'm saying yeah because I don't remember where we're at. My brain.
I know.
I just got a copy of it. I gotta look for that movie because that sounds interesting. Yeah, I'm not saying Meg probably couldn't do like probably some. It's just like he was like, what's her name? What's the brunette that did that a lot too? Andy McDowell. It's like
Oh yeah,
I think
Andy
it was Andy
McDowell.
McDowell. There was
Yeah,
the other
Andy
one. There
McDowell.
was two that was brunettes during that time, and it's just like
Yeah,
you're pretty much playing yourself. In every movie I see you, you're yourself.
yeah, they were not so hot. I totally agree with you on that one. They could have been a lot better.
He's a prick, but he is box office gold. It's so true. I think that's probably what it is, Jen. He makes the money for everybody, Robert Downey. Though I only saw a clip of that new one when he did the Dr. Dolittle.
Oh.
It did not look good.
No, you know what?
He recently did the Dr. Dolittle.
Ooh,
yeah.
I wish I could tell you guys a story, but I can't because it's client privilege. But I have a story about that movie and about the people making that movie.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you for teasing us.
Sorry.
Roger said, "Oh yeah."
Client privilege.
But yeah, I have to say, there's definitely a lot of great movies out there. So many great movies. I just don't. She's in everything, but why? She is not the he.
What'd you say?
I was reading what Roger was saying. He's in everything, but why? She is not about Andy McDowell.
Oh yeah, yeah, Andy McDowell. Definitely not a fan of her acting.
She was the one that was in the Groundhog Day with what's his name, right?
She was, and I do like that movie. No, Andy McDowell.
That is Andy McDowell, isn't it?
Yeah, in Groundhog's Day.
Oh my gosh, I get so confused with the other one, the other brunette who was in that other movie with where he has the clones, where what's his name has those clones.
Oh, Multiplicity.
Multiplicity.
Yeah,
I get her confused with that brunette because they're so similar in acting style.
Well, because they're both Andy McDowell.
Wait, they're both Andy McDowell? They are?
Yeah.
Isn't there another brunette now?
What'd you say?
What's the one who's 4 Weddings and a Funeral?
That was Andy McDowell too.
Shut up! Why am I thinking there's another actress out there?
I don't know.
Oh my god, it's so weird! Oh my god, that's all Andy McDowell. Oh, shit, she's the same person then. There you go. So I'm seeing the same person acting. I thought there was 2 brunettes out there. I was wrong. They had curly blonde hair.
Nope, it's just Andy McDowell.
Oh, there's my craziness. Probably because I can't just imagine a lot more. Oh, yeah. Obviously, I'm getting confused.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Andy McDowell. No offense to anybody out there who might like her, but she's not my cup of tea. She always comes off like real bitchy.
Kate Beckinsale.
What was she in?
She was in Underworld. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Underworld.
And she was in the Van Helsing movie that really was horrible. I couldn't stand what's his name who played the vampire in that one. He so called it. Oh my god. I mean, I could just do the movie itself was just not great. But
yeah, the movie itself was definitely not so hot. But I can't remember. Like I don't really have enough thought process about Van Helsing to remember it. It was that bad.
Yeah. A lot of compilations I noticed that they try and do just don't work out sometimes. These movies. I mean, they've been trying to do a cinematic universe with like Van Helsing, all this stuff for a while, and it just doesn't mesh.
No.
Good.
Oh my god. I know they were trying to do
LOL Underworld. What?
They were trying to do a reboot of the whole monster universe with that new Mummy movie, and that Mummy movie tanked.
Yes, that was horrible. The one with Tom Cruise, but he took over a lot of the stuff. He kind of bullied them.
Oh, really?
Me either. You have to watch around him. Yeah, Tom Cruise is like, he's all right. I'm not really a big Tom Cruise. I like the movies he's in, like the ideas of the movies, like when he did that one where he was a clone and he was like an alien, but the alien was tricking him to think that there was aliens and he was really hunting other humans. That was an interesting concept. I think maybe somebody else might have done it better, but I don't know. I'm not really a Tom Cruise fan. I like the movies he's in. I don't really care him exactly.
I feel the same way. I think some of the movies he's in are good. They have interesting plots, but I'm not crazy
Yeah,
about him.
yeah. He's alright. I feel like he's plastic. He's kind of like he's there. There he is.
I'm with
There he
you.
is. There he is.
There you are.
Roger said Tom is a prick too. That's what I heard.
I heard that too. You
Because
know,
I just watched that.
it's sad, but there's not always there's not a ton that are like really great.
No.
I think once you get
Minority Report. That was a good concept, but I don't know if Tom Cruise was so great for that.
Minority Report, that's the one where like they convict you of a crime before you do the crime.
Yeah, they have the three. Yeah, they have the three psychics in the in the pool or something, and
Yeah.
he helps kidnap one because they pretty much are framing him for murder. He actually does do it. The psychics weren't wrong, but he didn't see himself doing it. So, but he was set up pretty good.
Yeah.
They set him up pretty good because his child had been kidnapped, and I don't know if you remember, but his kid had been kidnapped, and
Yeah, I don't
they
really.
made him think this guy, and it was just this guy was set up. He really didn't do it. It was like this whole thing. But I don't really remember the movie too much. I just remember that I like the concept of.
Yeah, the
what they were
concept
doing.
was definitely cool. I know. I remember the concept, but I don't remember a lot about that movie. It wasn't that
Like I said,
impactful.
it's always him, no matter what he's in. I want more kids' toys to do. I want more kids' toys that do something. Yeah, I see stuffed animals. Does that weird creature thing, that one that looks like a rabbit, does that?
No, it doesn't do anything. It just looks cute.
Why does that sword do that glinting every so often?
Oh, okay. There's
the
this
game?
new thing. There's this new thing. Wait, I'll tell you. When I got the Sims 4 Bust the Dust kit to bust the dust, it puts something in the game that creates like these little sparkles so that it lets you know your house is clean.
Oh,
But that's what it's about.
that'd be interesting to happen in real life. Roger says,
Imagine.
have you seen Southland Tales? No. What's that?
What's
Have you heard of that one?
what's it called?
Southland Tales?
No. I have not heard of that one.
Okay, here. The United States is under the threat of nuclear attack, and the lives of several people converge in a dystopian Los Angeles. Movie stars boxer Centros? Oh, okay. Movie star boxer Centros, I guess it's Dwayne Johnson,
Yeah.
The Rock, plans his next film with the help of ambitious porn actress Crystal, Sarah Michelle Gellar, okay, and troubled policeman Roland Travers, Sean William Scott. Meanwhile, Marxist revolutionaries, greedy corporations, and secretive government agencies pursue their separate agendas among a paranoid populace. Oof, that was tough to get through. That sounds interesting. Okay, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Trippy movies. Last trippy movie I think I had was Donnie Darko. That just threw me for a loop for you.
Oh, Donnie Darko for sure.
Roger, I'm holding off on all the new little packs for a bit. That was. Oh, sorry, I would have read. That's a trippy movie. Yeah.
I don't blame
hold
you.
off on the packs. Yeah, I don't blame you.
They're really not worth it. They're really not worth it. I have to they just don't feel really worth your effort. Like worth the money, I guess you could say. They don't feel worth the money.
Yeah.
How's this thing go? They don't feel worth the money. There we go. There's some playable toys. A
Oh,
whole.
wow, it's 1:26. I didn't realize that.
How much? What time is it?
1:26. We've been going for a while. I have to say this is pretty cool. I mean, we're obviously all having so much fun. We're not paying attention. Oh my OMG, another. I can't watch too much Donnie Darko. Heck yeah, Donnie Darko was a mind f, and it's hard to work through that movie. Yeah, I rarely watch that one.
Okay.
Just remembering it is enough.
Are we gonna be okay if I place this carpet?
So I'm not there yet for the carpet, but I'll give you a minute.
You guys let me know what you think about it. But I'm hoping you're okay with it.
Definitely, as soon as that carpet shows up, I will let you know how much I hate it.
Be kind.
No. Hopefully it's not the one I'm seeing you pop around now, that furry one.
It is! It is!
No, don't do that furry one.
Why?
Don't they have more because it doesn't look like a kid's room carpet.
Kids love furry carpets.
It's white. One, it's white. Two, it's no put a pilly carpet in there. Gum. All the others, you crazy.
Fine.
Roger says, I like how you fill the spaces.
Oh, thank you. I'm a Sims 4 decorating. I was gonna say whore.
Oh my god.
I was like,
Well, that may be
it just
maybe
rolled
that
off the tongue.
You are considering you keep giving your money to EA.
I've got problems. I try my best.
Roger says we used to have sheepskin rugs in the '60s. Oh, in the kids' room? Well, maybe I don't know much, Jen.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Roger says I like the bug. I like the bug carpet. That's what Roger says.
Oh, good. It's a froggy.
Or the frog.
Froggy went courting and he did right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, sword and pistol by his side, Jen.
The Muppet version of that is the best version there is. I love me some Muppets.
Yeah, Roger says, yeah, the frog.
Ugh, I don't like the way that looks. It clashes. I wanted to give the kids some coziness. But I don't know if I have anything that
Well, let's
works.
definitely keep the floor warmer. Not that I think it matters for a sim seat, but
The poor Sims. We need to have their little feet nice and warm. But sometimes you can get overwhelmed by the amount of stuff in this game. It's like too much.
Roger says they're big ones that you would have to claim before the movie started if you wanted to use it.
The what?
He says they're big ones that you would have to claim before the movie started if you wanted to have one. Okay. Are you talking about the rug? Yeah,
I'm confused about what you're talking about.
Are we talking about like the rug, like if you were at home and you get the like the privilege if you claimed it up, like almost like a shotgun, like a carpet gun?
Yeah. Carpet gun.
I got the carpet. I mean, if it's plush enough, I can see how that's you know what I mean?
Yeah, that would definitely be like
sheepskin sounds freaking comfortable as that. I could see that being something people would want to claim.
carpet gun. Shotgun. Okay, so we're gonna do this one here.
You said do the sheepskin.
Do the sheepskin one? Alright, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
That's
for
why you have that's why you have a voting thing. Not everybody. It's just me, Jen. It's just me. Okay. I'm against your sheepskin, but you see that you have a partner who says yes, do it,
Thank
enjoy
you.
it.
Okay, so we have, let me take the walls down. So this is our room. It's a little crowded, but we're trying to make it work. We got 2 children sleeping here. We got a little couch for them to sit on while they read books. We got some shelves over here that disappeared because I took the walls down. Another kid sleeps up here with a computer, a little tent for them to hang out in. I think this is a pretty good room, especially in San Myshuno where the rent is at a premium.
Roger says we had those and huge pillows. Okay, we're kind of hippies. Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, I would definitely say that you're a hippie. But nice.
We just had the plush carpeting and a pillow, but we didn't have the sheepskin. That's for sure. But that's a much softer carpet.
Did you guys ever have those little tiny metal TV trays that you would sit on the floor with?
Oh my gosh, yes. Roger Ello. Yeah, I love those. They don't make those anymore, do they? I think they're plastic now.
Yeah, they are. They don't make them anymore. Do you guys remember when TV
Roger's so
dinners
cute.
used to come in
Oh, metal?
metal, in like metal whatever?
Yeah, and there wasn't microwave like there were later. It was oven. You had to put it in your oven.
So funny.
It was just my choice in that one. It tasted better though, but that just could be my nostalgia.
No, they did taste better. You're not.
But I never
wrong.
liked microwave food. I'm just not a big microwave person. I don't care for
Yeah.
it too much.
Swanson dinners, oh man, they used to taste much better than they do now. I mean, you're right, it could be nostalgia. Also, children don't
Roger
have
said
good
yes.
taste buds. Children are
Roger said sure. I think he's saying sure did. Sure did.
Sure did. I remember I used to beg my mom for those Swanson TV dinners. Like, please.
You mean with the brownie in it?
Yes. The fried chicken with the brownie in it and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And all that jazz.
Roger says the toaster oven.
Oh my god, the toaster oven.
It was better food. I really believe it had to be better quality food. They didn't drug up the chickens to make them over fat.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're so right about that.
Oh yeah, there goes. Roger said GMO, so chemicals. Yeah, this is before all that. Yeah, before all the crap came in.
That's what it is. You are right about that. It was before all the crap happened and everything else.
Yeah. So hard to find real stuff these days. You have to make it yourself.
You do. You're not wrong. You have to make stuff yourself. There's not a ton of art on the walls, and there's no curtains on the windows, but I don't care.
I don't care, said Pierre.
This is freaking San Myshuno. We don't have to put curtains on the walls.
Curtains on the wall.
I mean, on the windows. Shut up. You know what I mean.
I mean, that could be a decorating thing I don't know about. I don't know. Didn't your brother used to put carpet on the wall?
Oh my god, yes she did.
Yeah, so I don't know.
She sure
Maybe that's
did.
something that people put to make the illusion of having a thing. Roger says it was like walking through a door.
Do you guys remember? I haven't seen this in such a long time. When people would put beads on doors.
Oh, beads! Oh, yeah.
So you'd have to walk through the beads. Oh my god.
Yeah, walking through the beads.
So much fun.
I like the noise it made.
Oh, yeah, it made a really good noise.
Also, sometimes in the summer, they'd be cool. So it'd be nice to, when they rub against your face.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
Roger said when they started putting all that crap in the food, aren't there some kind of wall stuff? The kids' wall stuff?
Yeah, I'm looking.
They don't have a subcategory for that? Or
They
you have to go
don't.
through everything?
I'm going over there.
I don't know. I don't know.
Let's see what we can find. Let's see. We got balloons. That could work. These balloons could possibly be something. Let's see what colors we have. Maybe that one. So that's an option. I want something for this area. I'm trying to see what could work. Got these rabbits. Got a tree. No, the tree's too big.
It says the house we moved into had shingles and mirror tile on the same wall.
Wow, that is
Mirrors. Remember mirrors?
that is intense.
I remember my mom did that. She had the pink bathroom and the mirrors.
Yikes. I totally remember that.
Crazy.
I remember the mirrored walls. I remember all that jazz. Wow. We had some crazy psychedelic wallpaper back in the day. I wonder if I could fit in a little art table here. Could I do it? Could I do it? I could do it. It doesn't look the best, but I really like the idea of them having an art table. Does this look bad? Let me know. Is that too much? Is that too cluttery? I like the idea.
With gold drizzle? Oh, shut up.
Oh, geez. That is insane.
That is crazy.
Talk about some issues. I don't know what.
I think that's just the style of the time.
Yeah, I think the 60s were like that. It's like the 60s and 70s were
very... The 80s, that was like 80s too. Remember watching Dallas or something?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, yeah, the 80s was all about excess.
60s, yeah, they've had their moments. Some things came around, I think, in the 80s from the 60s and stuff. Some stuff. But definitely bought in the, oh, God. Roger says, and dark red bordello wallpaper with dark avocado green walls. Oh.
Oh, my God. Oh, I know what I can do. Yeah.
Remember your parents' face of the devils when they got their house? The one on, when you grew up on the one near the cemetery? Did they have in the kitchen? Wasn't that weird?
Yeah.
I think you said something.
I think they did. Oh, yeah, I think when, if I remember correctly, when we first moved into the house, we had Harvest Gold appliances. So like the refrigerator, the stove, everything was like that Harvest Gold color. And then my grandmother had, her appliances were like, I think they called it tomato red or something like that. It was like a weird burnt orangey color.
Gotcha.
I'm going to make this Fraggles a little tinier. Okay, you guys let me know if that looks okay, if that looks too squished. These kids are in for a treat. They have a lot.
Right, so we painted and stripped for a year. I can imagine. That'd be a lot of freaking work.
Yeah. I can imagine. I think that this is it for this room. So far we did the living room. Let's get into a top view. Okay.
Artie says every room has its own special brand OMG.
Aw, thank you. Aww. I try to do that. What was I gonna say? my decorating tips are this. I try to have 3 colors in every room that kind of play off each other. And sometimes there's an extra. And a balance of shapes. But, so we did the kids' room is done. The living room, dining room, kitchen is pretty much done. And we might go in there and zhuzh it up a little bit. And then we have the offices done. So, should we... Ooh, what did I do? Okay. Should we continue building this apartment, or should we do like a part 2 in another stream? How are we feeling?
Registered, there is a tile that is the same as the linoleum we had in the kitchen in this game.
Oh,
you mean this one right here?
Let me guess. Oh, can I guess? Can I guess which one it is? I bet you I know what it is. I'm so excited right now. Let me know if I'm right. Is it this one? Or perhaps... I'm sure it's that one. You let me know. You let me know if that's right. And if I'm not right, that's okay. But I had a feeling that might be the one it is. Some of these tiles and floor things are hideous. I know they do it on purpose because some people want to build hideous houses. So
Let's see if you guessed a tile correctly.
Yeah, let me know if it's correct. I'm just going to leave it there in the living room. Good Lord.
He's LOLing like crazy. Roger says, you went right to it.
LOL. I knew it. Now let's remove it.
He said it's mad. Roger says, that's mad. Is that just how you know houses?
Yes. When he said, sorry, I apologize, guys. I'm doing double duty. I'm just responding to a client. But what was I going to say to you? Yeah, I knew it. When you said it, I knew it. We might do something with this area. I'm not sure what we're going to do. But I'm debating, since we did a lot of work on this apartment, should we do a part 2 in another live stream, or should we just continue and keep going? What are we up for? Let me know what you guys are thinking, because I can keep going.
Roger says, I keep trying to scroll in closer. LOL.
Oh, hold on. Let me give you guys a closer. I'm gonna start. I wish I could go into, the real deal, like the real camera mode or whatever. But let me try to do the best I can with the build mode. Okay, so this right here is the dining room. I just have to pull out a little bit. But this is the dining room. We have this blushy, rosy pink mixed with neutrals and grays. We do have a bit of a formal look here with the symmetry, because that symmetry, it denotes a feeling of formality, and this is a formal dining room. So you have this beautiful fireplace that you can light if you feel lucky and you want to risk your life.
It says build it Can you even have apps? What is it? Can you have apps?
What happened? I'm
Like
confused.
apartments? Like ASP, like apartments, I guess?
Oh,
And I just said build it as if I'm on my computer.
yeah, I mean, you definitely can build it. I can remove walls and upload it to the gallery if you want to download it. If you download it, if you do not have apartments, like if you don't have city living, and I put this up on the gallery, it's just going to go up on the gallery as one big room. So you could technically download it and put it on any lot you want to. You would just have to do the outside of the house. You'd probably have to add a roof and stuff. But you could do that if you don't have city living. What the apartment that it is, in case you do have city living, is this one, 930 Medina Studios. It's in this building right here. This orangey building. That's where it is. Are we in, hold on. Are we in the fashion district or are we in, I think we're in the fashion district, not the art district. So it's Medina Studios 930. So after we exit the dining room, we go into a lovely living room, a lounge room, an open flow concept, perfect for entertaining. The blush theme carries on and it commingles with grays and greens to just give a little bit of differentiation. We have a great piano for you to gather around or hire a pianist for your party events. We have a lovely TV, not the center, not the focal point, because these people aren't really about TV, but it's there just in case. They store all of their board games and puzzles in this little cabinet area. So when we go into the kitchen, they wanted a minimal look. The backsplash is the star of the show. It is the focal point of the entire room. So because that is such a crazy pattern, they needed everything else to be super minimal as well as stunning and eye-catching with the mixtures of white, gray, and wood tones. They have the new separate stove and oven, and they can cook and entertain and talk to their guests. So this is the perfect open concept situation. If we go over here into this room, this is the office. This is where the work gets done. And we're in here now. Oops, let's just take down the walls because they're just getting in the way. And in this wonderful office, which plays on the wood tones white, yellow, and this rusty red, you have this big cozy chair where you can sit and read your paper or any one of these books on this shelf. Your desk area with your files, your bike because it is San Myshuno after all, and the public transportation isn't always as reliable as you'd want it to be, and this wonderful treadmill with a TV so you can watch all the latest news in the morning while you do your workout. We go down through this corridor and take a sharp right. We're going to go into the children's room. Yes, we are cramming 3 children into this room, and they are not happy about it. But it is San Myshuno, and we can't afford a full house. We're not that wealthy yet. So this room is designed with a very calm palette in hopes that we can keep the children nice and calm with this grounded earthy gray. We have this bed right here for the oldest child, and he has the privilege of having a wonderful computer and study area. We have this little play tent for the children. Sometimes they fall asleep in there. This wonderful dresser, which they all share. Each one of them gets a drawer. This great big cozy couch that they can all snuggle up on so that they can read their books and study and just talk about life. And then over here we have the 2 beds for the younger sibs. The middle sib sleeps in this lower bunk, and the youngest sib sleeps in the upper bunk. And we have this little art area just for any creative flow that should potentially happen. And that is the house so far.
Okay, Roger said As if I'm. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I read that on my computer. Did I say that as if I'm on my computer? Did I read that
Yes.
to you?
Yes.
Roger says, "Oh, that would be cool if we could have our own camera control in someone's build." That's very true. Uh, oh,
That
I
would be
see.
really, really
Okay,
nice.
I'm liking the cohesiveness of the item.
Aw, thank you.
That
So,
was Roger, not me. I can't stand anything you did.
for real, or are you messing with
You
me?
can't. You can't have any praise. You can't have over praise. You have to have the negative person and the positive. If he was being uh negative, I would totally be positive.
You
It's just
guys
like,
can't. You can't good cop, bad cop me. I need two good cops on my side.
oh, two good cops.
It's what I live for.
I guess. The kids' room's very cute.
Thank you, bitch. You wish you could snuggle up on this dusty rose sofa.
No. It looks a little like lumpy or something. I don't know. It doesn't look cozy.
It doesn't look cold. Look at the size of those cushions. Look how thick those cushions are.
The kids' room looks cozier to me than that living room.
This sofa looks cozier in the kids' room.
Well, the rug looks nice to lay on.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. That would be cozy.
Raj says again, like Second Life, LOL.
What's that new game that's coming out? I can't think of what it's called. There's a new game coming out, and it's supposed to
It's called the
be.
new game.
It's a new game and it's coming out. It's supposed to be like similar to The Sims, but they're like giving us a whole bunch of stuff at once. And I can't remember what it's called. Pro Life something? Oh, what the heck is it called? I don't remember.
Oh, you got me.
It's a new game. I know.
Oh, here it is. I wrote it. I Googled it. Paralyzed.
Yes, Paralyzed.
Paralive.
Yes.
Sorry, my brain does not work well. I've been reading. Yeah, it's an upcoming indie life simulation that is shaping up to be the first worthy alternative to Sims. Players build their dream house, create characters, and manage their lives with as a few limitations as possible. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting better.
You're doing your best.
Oh, Roger said it too. Roger said paralyzed.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Or something like that. Okay.
Whatever
There you
reason,
go.
I
Roger
couldn't
knew what it was.
remember what the hell that game was called. I was like, I know.
So they just step up on the detail.
What did he say?
They just step up on the detail, Roger said.
Oh, yeah.
Then he said paralyzed, and he said, or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, paralyzed. Here
They
it is.
did.
It's on Game Informer. They have an
Yeah.
article on here. But this is like from 2019.
Yeah, that
This
game.
article's from 2019.
That game has been coming out for quite a while.
I bet you lawsuits against the. There's no way that they're not getting sued.
Oh.
Where they have to get around with it. There's no way they're not like trying to.
Ooh. I bet you that makes dollars and cents.
They're gonna have to work around that.
That is so true. You know what? I'm feeling so silly that I didn't think of that. But that makes a lot of sense. I bet you that's true that the Sims
Yeah,
is...
Game Radar. It says Sims 5 wish list, and then it says we're not working on the Sims 5. We're not thinking about Sims 5. If Sims 4 isn't successful, there won't be a Sims 5. The Sims 4 producer Grant Rodick on the official Sims forum just days after the release of Sims 4. Strangely enough, the comment has now been removed. Of course, that's pretty much how every game sequel works. It's not a totally crazy dually thing for EA to say. However, because the Sims 4 has been selling well and continues to be immensely popular, the hardcore fan base, there's no doubt there'll be a Sims 5 one day. This is 6 days ago. I
Huh.
don't know who told you Sims 5 is coming out, because
I
where did
don't
you
know
hear
where.
it?
I'm trying to remember where I heard it. I heard it.
Ooh, you got tricked again. You got tricked again. That's right, Jed Moran. You hoped for Sim 5, and there's no Sim 5 yet.
You know what?
That was all speculation by someone making you simmers all excited, and ex-simmers who kind of want to go back in but don't want to be burned. Roger says, the pack feels a bit almost alpha.
Oh, the new
This
one?
pack feels a bit, yeah, this pack feels a bit almost alpha.
Yeah, I have to say that's true. It does. There's an alpha aspect to this pack. 100%. I agree with you. It's almost like too nice.
Nice.
I don't know if this table is doing anything for us or if it's not doing anything for us. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think it's doing anything for us. I'm going to let it go. I'm trying to find a little coffee table here, but there's nothing that fits the bill. Everything seems too big or too clunky or just not what I want. I'm not happy. All right, well, I think that I'm just going to end the stream here because I feel like I'm getting a little.
I'm looking at this and it looks so crisp.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The graphics on this new stuff is really nice. Like they're really nice. Like there's no jagged edges or nothing. They're like, I mean, you could see the type of material. This is supposed to be some kind of like a shiny linen tweed kind of thing. Like they really went to town. Even the type of countertops and stuff that they're showing, I mean, they really did a good job. Like super good job on all this stuff. It looks nice. They went crazy. They were not messing around, I have to say. But I think the reason they had to do this is because CC creators are making stuff that looks this good. So when a CC creator is making something that looks this good without the finances and the resources, the Sims team doesn't have a choice. Like they have to step it up.
So sad. I like how you put the little shoes by the door.
Oh yeah. These are my shoes. I have another. There's like a whole. Hold on. I'm trying to find my mouse.
Now the garbage can blocking that counter, that doesn't open. Yeah, none of these doors open. What am I crazy?
Oh, you're living in a fantasy world. Yeah, I have some shoes in the.
She's blocking the garbage can, blocking that door. What if they want to open the cabinet? They can't open the cabinet.
Exactly. Don't you worry your pretty little face about that. They are never gonna open that cabinet ever.
Ever.
They're never going to open any of these cabinets. We can dream and wish about what they might be storing in these cabinets, but we'll never know for sure. We will never know. It's a dream and a prayer. I do love these chairs. They came with the other stuff pack that they released. What was it called? It was like paranormal stuff, I think it was called. And I think these chairs are stunning. They're so pretty. I think these are.
Roger's like, yeah, they did. Oops, too many words.
That's funny. All right. I'm going to end the stream because I feel a little burnt out. I don't think I can. I don't think I could have it in me to decorate anymore. There's a lot of decorating that we did. But I hope
Roger said, I would like to see a pile of shoes on the way. I would like to see a pile of shoes the way they would really end up like.
Right? I was thinking that too. I was thinking that too. just thrown all over the place, like all,
Yeah,
yeah.
true.
I'm sorry, but who's going to sit there and neatly put their shoes like that? I mean, I think it's good that they give a couple of neat options.
Nails from Frasier. Or Frasier.
Oh, yeah, Niles and Frasier for sure would do it. But, like, most people, they're just going to chuck their shoes. They should have definitely done some messy shoe piles.
Was it Sims 3 where they did, like, a dirty pile of laundry, like, you know?
Yes. That was The Sims 3. That was the first introduction of laundry.
Roger says, it's been fun. I feel you on the bun. On the bun?
I think you say on the burnout.
Well, thank you. Yeah, the burn. Sorry. Yeah, the burnout. You're right.
The
Roger,
burn.
thank you, Roger. Thank you, Renata. Thank you, everybody who came.
Yeah.
Popped in and out.
I
It
had
was
fun.
very nice. Jane got to decorate her beautiful home.
Yeah, we'll be. I'm gonna be doing videos on Twitch in the future, but we might do a part
That's the
2.
plan.
Yeah, that's the plan. But we might do a part 2 of this decorating on here. So we'll see what happens. But I'm glad.
Yeah, why not?
I'm glad you guys came to hang out with me, and I had a lot of fun. Thank you for being here as well, Esquire. I appreciate
I'm
it.
here too. Me?
Yeah.
I did leave you to feed my bunnies. I did leave you to give them water too. Damn bunnies and their stupid water. How dare they want water?
Those jerks.
They think they have cute little eyes, sweet little bunny faces or twitchy noses, whatever.
They think they're so cute. They think they're so adorable. They're not.
And of course, the dog wanted water too, so I had to stop at one point. to do
Them
that.
as
That's
well.
That's where I had run off. That's where you thought. I was like, all of a sudden I heard you in my ear, and you were like, "Are you there?" I was like, "Ah, damn it! I have a bowl of water in my dog."
Yeah, I thought we got.
Let me run real quick. Let me get there. Here I am.
I thought we got cut off. That's hilarious.